Gaye Show, what's up? Miss M Hotep is in the building. Peace to you and peace to the chat. Man, I ain't been going to sleep to 3 o'clock in the morning these last 2 nights, man. But I figured, why not try to go live for 2 hours tonight? You feel me? I said, just go live for 2 hours and go to sleep at 1 o'clock tonight, right? So that's what we're gonna try to do. I know my energy is a little bit down. You can see I'm hoarse for going live for the last 2 months. I mean, the last 2 nights. But I also teach, so I be having to project my voice. So my voice might reflect that also. Um, so today at work, it was a little bit taxing to me. I had two classes instead of one. Uh, the senior teacher on the floor took off today. So I took both classes. I teach the freshman class, right? So I had to have the freshman class and the senior class together. So I had to oversee all services that was going on the clinic floor. Now, when you have 26 barbers all doing services and you got to oversee everything, it's taxing, right? And then I had all of the freshmen, right, that I had to instruct and teach along with running the clinic floor, 26 uh, barbers all doing services with razors in their hands and sharp shears and clippers and using chemicals and, you know, I had to keep track of what everybody was doing. So my voice might be a little bit out because I was, hey, don't do that. Hey, what are you doing? Remember this, do that. Right. All day. All day. Um, but I liked it. It was fun. It was fun. I used to be the clinic floor teacher at my other school. Um, at the other school that I come from, I was the clinic floor teacher, so I kind of missed it a little bit. I don't miss it because being a clinic floor teacher is a lot. Um, you got to oversee every service and procedure that takes place on the clinic floor, right? And it could be a lot for just one person, right? Because everybody is at different skill levels, right? Yeah, so you got to pay attention to certain people. Some of the people that's in school for cosmetology and barbering already are professionals. They just there to get their license. Those people you don't have to pay no attention to, for the most part. But then the new ones, you got the oh my god, they like little kids, man. You know, they draw blood from themselves and all kind of stuff, man, using them implements. So, all right, so man, we're gonna have a lively discussion, hopefully tonight. Um, get into some topics, anything that y'all want to talk about, just throw it at me. I'm about to put up a link, but while we're doing that, I figure I would go and clean out the whole heavyweight division with Muhammad Ali. All right, on this game. So let's see. You said there's new rosters. I can download new rosters. Big ups. How do I download the new rosters? Where do I go? Do I go to Xbox Live? What am I doing? Fight Night Store? Look, I ain't got time for this. Unable to access the store. Try again. Cuban said Cuban said use Tyson. No, 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 no. Tyson is overpowered in this game, man. His punches are crazy. All right, all right. All right, so look. Um y'all see that? Y'all see what that's on, right? That's on greatest of all time. Cube and Corey tried to say since I was beating the computer so bad that it had to be on easy. Y'all see this? It's on greatest of all time. All right. All right. So these are the levels: amateur, pro, which is regular, champion, right? And then greatest of all time. That's where we campaigning at. Always been. Now watch me work. I made it look so easy they thought I was yo, I'm really good, y'all. Trust me. Y'all lucky one of y'all ain't standing across from me or got the other controller. All right. All right, I'm Muhammad Ali. We ain't gonna do Tyson yet. We gonna start with David Haye, y'all. Heavyweight. Let's go. We always fight at the MGM Grand. You know what it is. All right. Yeah, Cuban them was tripping. But I got this. But what's going on, y'all? Hey, y'all, did y'all watch that show from last night? What Pan African James and Smash and Cube? Hey, listen, Sarah Sin that's in our Discord, y'all. He went over on Smash Channel today, and Sarah Sin is the same way he is in the Discord. It's the same way he is live, y'all. Sarah Sin, shout out to you, man. He is a handful. All right, let's get this, y'all. David Haye, y'all remember David Haye? David Haye was a big, fast heavyweight from Britain. I used to like David Haye. We used to call him the Haymaker back in the early and mid 2000s. Woo! He definitely the Haymaker. He definitely throws them. Get up off me. See that? Look at my strategy, y'all. All right, here we go. Oh, he caught me. Let's go. It's the greatest on you, boy. Oh, oh. Okay, David. Oh. All right, David, a little better than I thought. Oh man, he was banging the shit out me, man. What's up, Pan African James? I'ma weigh him down though, y'all. All right, let's go. All right, y'all. So my strategy is I let them punch, right? I'm gonna show y'all how easy you can make it. I don't start fighting until 130 of every round. It zaps their energy for them to keep swinging and missing. I keep a high guard. I take half a steps back, right? Try to make them miss for the most part and block anything that get too close. All right. Then at 130, look at his stamina down bottom, y'all. See how I keep dropping every time he throwing punches and missing? See that? That kills him. Now here we go. Now I start to come on. Jab, 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 jab. Right hand. Body, body. Jab. Get off me. Yeah, I know you won't grab. Jab, jab. Body, body. Right hand. Body. Good block. Right hand. Uh, mm, mm. Jab, jab. Right hand. Jab, jab. Hook him. Hook him. Hook him. Jab. Y'all, boom, right hand. Right hand. Choo! I am fighting from the outside with him. Y'all see the jabs? So look at him. Now he already down to 74, and I'm still at 100. He dying and don't know it. All right, let's get to it, y'all. We gonna clean the whole division out. But what's going on with y'all, James? What's popping? Talk to me nice. All right, here we go. Look at the stamina just dropping. Woo, 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 circle. Chase him down. He ain't gonna stop. Woo. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. 10 seconds, I'm gonna whip your ass. You got 10 more seconds, then I'm on your ass. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Jab, 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 right hand. Body, jab, right hand, body. Woo. Jab, jab, right hand. Let's go. Woo. You better grab me. You better grab the greatest. Get up off me. He said, Big Ups told me stop running. I got this. Y'all about to see it. Look at him. Now he's down to 62. See my stamina? Still at 100. Easy, y'all. Easy peasy. Now everybody want to tell me what I got to do. Look at Infinite Wisdom. You got to work that jab with Ali. All right, y'all. Sit back. Check out the fight, man. We about to open up a Zoom. All right, they gave him the first round. We got the last 2 rounds. It don't matter because I go for the stoppage. Everybody that I fight, nobody is going to make it to hear the final bell. I promise y'all. I can't wait to fight Sonny Liston. Right? The big, strong Sonny Liston. All right. Remember, my strategy, y'all. This is my strategy. Your strategy is your strategy. Ali boom, Haye, that's right. All right, 15 seconds, y'all. 15 seconds, I start whooping his ass. All right, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1 is on. Jab. Jab, right hand. Body. Body. Oh, that was. Ooh. Ooh. David, you better get out there, David. Jake. Ooh. You better get out of it. Ooh. Ooh, look at me work, baby. Look at Muhammad put them knocks on him. Look at Muhammad put them knocks on him. Look at the bing. Caught him right on the chin. Tried to go went to the body on his way down. Ooh. Clean work, y'all. This shit be clean. Look, I ain't giving him nothing. I ain't giving him nothing. Go ahead, throw yourself out. Go ahead. Ooh, boom. Ain't played no games with him, y'all. That Ali right hand is like a shotgun. Bow. See, it's the counter shot. See how it weaved out the way? It's called the pull counter, y'all. Pull counter. I pull. Woo! Caught that. Bing. Stop playing with me. Let's go. You said the Moors next? All right, cool. We can get to the Moors. All right, let's see where we at. Let's see where we at. We still at 100. He down at 52. He dying, y'all. But look, we don't switch up nothing. We keep it going. We don't start fighting to win, y'all, to 130. We only fight half the round, y'all. Look at that. I still got 30 seconds before I start whooping on him. Look at him. He killing himself. He killing himself. 15 seconds, y'all. Woo. Here we go. Ass whipping time. Body crushed it. Boom. He done. Done. Twisted him. Dash Herb, I'm playing on the highest level, man. We went to the highest level, man. I make this shit look easy, yo. I'm telling you. It's not even competition. We're going to clean out the whole division, though. Let's work. Let's work. Who next in the heavyweight division? All right, who we got next? That's David Haye. I can't get Foreman. All right, let's go to Joe Frazier. Now, Joe Frazier beat Muhammad Ali their first fight. All right. All right, you said go to boxing shit. All right, let me get Joe Frazier up out of there. Let me get Joe Frazier up out of there. Man, I appreciate y'all coming by, hanging with the boy for a second. I'm gonna beat up 2 more fighters, then we're gonna get into a topic for about an hour and 30 minutes. Y'all just bear with me. I wanted to get a little bit of get a little workout in. You feel me? I'm definitely getting that undisputed next week, y'all. And me and Corey and Brass and them, we gonna do a tournament. Y'all gonna watch me put hands on young bloods. Here we go. Smoking Joe Frazier. Man, come on, man. Let's go. Y'all know how we do. First minute 30 seconds. Now we gotta watch out for Joe, the left hook. Remember, he got woo. I see that left hook, baby. I see that hook. I see that hook, baby. Remember, he put Ali down in real life with that hook. Very powerful fighter. Cover up real good, come in. Woo. Ooh. He caught me with that uppercut. All right, 30 more seconds. I'm going to start beating your ass, Joe. 30 more seconds. I'm going to start letting these hands go, Joe. You better do what you're going to do now, Joe. Oh, good shot. Better do what you now. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ali boom, I yeah, y'all. Jab. 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 Y'all see that double jab? Jab. Right hand, body, body. Right hand, body. Jab, 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 jab. Body, body. Right hand, body, body. Jab out. Jab out. Body. Or if I would have caught him with that right hand, y'all. Ooh, I put them hands on him. I put them hands on him. Y'all see that? Hey, Dash Herb, I definitely steal rounds. Right? So I go, you dig? But I put hands on him. Look, I'm at 100. He at 86. I killed him. Killed him. I put on a boxing clinic. Watch this. Let's go. All right. Let's go, Joe. Where you at, Joe? Good shot. All right. Good jab to the body. We got to watch that jab to the body and that hook to the body. We got to watch that. You see he jumping in with that hook. Woo! Woo! Joe Frazier. Left hook is like Joe Frazier's. I'm the bodacious. Let's go. Block. 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 All right, you got 30 more seconds. Get the fuck up off me, man. Get a little ass strong. Get up off me. Okay. Block that. All right. 10 seconds, y'all. 10 seconds. I'll start putting hands on him. Get up off me. Trying to sap my energy. All right, here we go. Right hand, body, body. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, you bad grab me. I'll break your motherfucking jaw. Jab, right hand, body, jab, come back with the hook. Body, body, right hand, body, right hand. Oh, I'm beating his ass. Yeah, you better grab me, boy, because you taking some hell of a shots. All right. Right hand, body, body, jab, body, hook, hook, body, body. All right, you want to see the shuffle? I got you. Whew. He down to 75, y'all. He dying. I ain't put that much of a beating on him that last round, man. We got to get to it. We got to get to it. All right, let's get to it. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Good shot. I'm catching. Oh, good motherfucking uppercut, Joe. Shit went through my block. Y'all see that? All right, let's go. Let's go. 15 seconds, y'all. 15 seconds, we put hands on this motherfucker. 15 seconds, y'all. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Jab, right hand. Boom, go to the body. Jab, jab. Right hand. Body, body. Hook. You see the hook? Good at him. Well, I works. I works. I works. I works. Y'all, right hand. Do y'all see this work I put in? Y'all ain't catching it. Y'all ain't catching. I promise y'all not catching this work that I be putting in, man. This shit is pretty. Woo! Woo! Work. See, a lot of y'all might not be boxing fans, so y'all don't understand what's really going down. I understand. Y'all not seeing me get in there, right? Y'all don't see me getting in there with that jab, right? As a rangefinder, but as a power jab. All right, I gotta stop talking to y'all. I gotta fight. All right, I'll tell y'all later what's really happening. All right, 10 seconds, y'all. Nine, seven, six, five, four, three, two. Here we go. Move in with the jab. Move in behind the jab. I'm backing up with the jab. Right hand. Right hand. Body. 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 Let's go. Hook. Hook. Boy, you lucky you ain't get caught with that right hand. Yeah, you better grab me, you punk motherfucker. You punk motherfucker. Get off. Jab. 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 Yeah, you bad grab me. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker, y'all. He gonna fall like a goddamn Christmas tree. Oh, good shot. Ooh. All right, Dash Harris says single shots won't drop. Joe Frazier, I'm telling you, I'm gonna drop him with one fucking punch. It's gonna be my shotgun punch. Look at him. He's dying. He's at 55. Let's go. Let's go finish him off, y'all. We give him 2 more rounds, y'all. See, my goal is to clean out the whole division without getting dropped or stunned once on the hardest goddamn level. So for the most part, the only round y'all will probably ever see me lose is round one. You feel me? I don't even really trip off of that. They be too powerful and strong in round one to really try to do something to him. You dig? All right, 20 seconds. Then we're going to put these nuts on him. Here we go. One. Good shot, Joe. Yeah, Frazier fighting for Black Egypt. Frazier losing. Damn, I'm at 99. All right, let's go ahead and get him out of here, y'all. Here we go. Y'all about to see me turn up on them. Y'all want to see the turn up? Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Joe.
Joe Frazier's got to know that things can't continue like this. These middle rounds have not been what he's wanted them to be. He thought he was going to do a heck of a job on the inside, but he's not.
Hey, you know, you mentioned something very
All right, 30 seconds.
yeah, he knows that he's got to be on that
Let's
side.
go. Let's go, Joe.
He doesn't want to be.
Oh, good jab.
Discipline, you know, takes
Let's
risk.
go.
It takes the ability to accept that risk to be inside closer to your guy because
20
you know he's going
seconds.
to come back. Maybe he's taking it to
Oh,
Strickland
good
the easy
shot.
way, even though that means he's going to lose. He doesn't have enough discipline to
Here we
win this.
go. 10 seconds. Five, four,
Halfway through
three,
with round number
two.
8.
Start off with the right hand. Oh, as soon as I caught.
Give away some time with that clinch. Frazier's
Mm-hmm. I ain't even gonna drop him, y'all. I'm gonna back off of him. I'm gonna let him live. We gonna let him live, y'all.
smoking Joe Frazier. Nearly got smoked right there. But somehow he's able to recover. Frazier's gotten through that rough ride right there. I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Joe Frazier's able to avoid that punch.
Hey, you better run.
Most men digging. What will Frazier do right
Let him
now?
live. Let him live, y'all. Let him live.
Secure
Let him make it out the round.
Frazier. I just tie up. Good block by Ali. As we're between the
Logic,
rounds,
what up?
it gives us pause and time to reflect on what he's accomplished.
Y'all want me to send out the link? Logic says, Chef,
Yeah, and I tell you,
let
both
me
of
see you set up the right hand off a side step.
it's because he's calm.
Bro,
He has good technique,
I got
and
you.
that is why he's right on the mark.
It's like Christmas around here, y'all.
I'm looking at it.
Y'all know what we do.
Now coming off a round where he
We're
was
going to
able to
start
stay
fighting at 2 minutes now, y'all.
perfectly good.
His stamina all the way down. We can start fighting at 2 minutes. Chump can't do nothing to us now.
Blocks away that headshot. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Frazier's failure to protect himself from that left hand. It's become a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to adjust his
Oh,
range
caught
of
me.
route.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Frazier stunned by that shot.
Let him live, y'all. Let him breathe. 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 I want it to be clean. Ooh. Ricardo, what up? He said, I'm shook. How am I shook?
This has been more of the same as we
Look
go
at
into
it.
round number 8. Ali's been on top of things from the opening bell throughout, leading on your scorecard every step of the way.
Well, his opponent is fighting like he has Velcro.
You see the sidestep in the right hand?
He's just
You seen it.
punches his
You seen it, Logic. I do it again for you. Come on in. Come on in. Scared to come in. There we go.
Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Muhammad Ali. Well, he knew it was a smart strategy to stay on the outside. He probably didn't know it was going to pay off.
There you go. You want to see it again? Sidestep, right hand. Called it. Bing. I give y'all what y'all asked for. Sidestep, right hand. You see me roll? You see me roll in my right? Watch it. Huh. Right hand. Watch it again. This angle. Bing. Watch it from this angle. Sidestep. Right hand. Sidestep. 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 Right hand. Let's go, y'all. That's what I do. In my Baltimore voice. All right, Joe, let's go.
90 seconds to go.
Let's
Halfway
go.
through round 8. Nice strike after catching one by Joe Frazier. Frazier's effort has gone downhill here. You can tell that he does not have the energy necessary to stay in this fight.
Yeah, but now it's up to his opponent. Does his opponent have the will and the desire to get him out of there? Because if he does, he's getting him out of there.
You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey,
Good weave, Joe.
that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing.
Big shot. This
Fuck out my face.
shots to get up from this.
Step back. Watch the step back. Ha! Half a step back. Right hand. Half a step back. You see the half a step back? Right hand. Let's go, Ali. Let's go, Ali. Half a step back. Right hand. Ha! Step back. Right hand. Ha. Let's go. Ah. Ah. Step back. Ow. Oh, this motherfucker got back up. Okay. He trying to embarrass me. I'm going to drop him off hooks this time, y'all. What'd I tell you? Hook. Bang. I calls my work. Weave. Right hook. Crush him. Weave. Right hook. Crush him.
Ali's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive.
I beat that nigga the fuck up, y'all. That's how I did James and Smash last night. Y'all should have seen it. All right, so that's David Haye. We already smoked David Haye. Now we smoke Joe Frazier. One more. Then we're going to get into some topics, y'all. Who up in here? All right, Logic said, I'm going to give you another tip. The best combo in the game is the left hook off the jab. Shoot the hook off the jab. So you telling me shoot the jab and shoot the hook off of it. All right. James, where you at? James, I'm about to open up this link. Logic want to talk to you. I'm going to let y'all square off and have a conversation. You dig? I'm going to sit back and clean out the heavyweight division and y'all can come up here and have this conversation. Calling Pan-African James or Pan-African Pearl. Apparel and design. Smalls, what up? Hey, any archers in the building? If any archers in the building, can y'all please put up the bat signal for Pan African James? We need Pan African James in the building. All right? I need this conversation, y'all. I need this conversation. All right, now, if anybody is questioning what level is on, how you get this in? Greatest of all time. Don't ever question my gangster, y'all. I make it look easy. Bless you. All right, that's Frazier. Ooh, Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis a big boy. All right, let's go. Let me get my link up. James, where you at? Um, all right, there they go. All right, James and Logic. James and Logic, click the link. Yo, let me get y'all up here real quick. Let y'all square off. Yes, sir. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Two warriors. Two of my best warriors. Pan African James and Logic. Let's go. You said fight Ali with a middleweight. Okay. I'm going to do that after I beat Lennox Lewis up. Logic and James, let's go. Don't stall me. Don't stall me. Let's do this. Okay, got Logic in the building. James, where you at? Logic, what's up with you? Yeah, I can't wait, bro.
As middleweight, it forces you to have to like it forces you to not be able to take risks, right?
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you hang in the pocket way too much. I'm critiquing for no good reason, but I'm just, when it come out, we got a chance to actually play online. I'm real technical at that boxing. I don't know why. But I used to be real cold at that particular game right there. I was super serious. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm beat your
I'd like to see it.
ass.
I'd like to see that.
I'm beat your ass. I ain't gonna lie, I'm beat your ass.
My movement was crucial. Slipping, man, look, I'm just telling you, bro.
All right, hey James, we waiting on you, James. You feel me?
Yeah, James, come up here and holler at me, man. Need to have a good little convo right quick. Hit the button.
Yeah, man. Y'all tried to get over on my man on Smash Channel. You feel me? We got something for you in your chronology. You heard me. We ain't listening to none of your chronology tonight, James.
See, I know what James actually really running from though. That's what's really crazy. I know why he really can't stand that Neanderthal like that.
Cause he got he Neanderthal James.
Now you want to know what's really crazy, Chef?
What up?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you one of the aces I keep in my back pocket a little bit,
You
right?
want to let it go now?
I mean, it ain't nothing they could do about it. Man, did you know that Israel is one of the first places?
Where humans and Neanderthals met. Yep.
Right. So you know this, right?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, since that ain't nothing new to you, so you understand why it's reasonable to see Neanderthal DNA in North Africans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So look how
Oh,
much of a
listen,
contradiction that is
I get it.
to be calling those people black. Look how much of a contradiction that is.
Listen, I get it. I understand every mistake that they make. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't know you was that on to it. Okay, I'll give you your props for that.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
we trying to call some of the very, I ain't gonna say directly, because they weren't, the Egyptians aren't the people in Israel mixing with the Neanderthals, but them people who mix with the Neanderthals walk right into Egypt
Mm-hmm.
and mix with the Egyptians, yo. That's just what happened.
Yeah, and the Egyptians represent a back migration anyway. So I mean,
Yep.
either way you slice it, you
Either
dig what
way
I'm
you
saying?
slice it, them people supposed to be looking like that.
They highly what they call it Natufian. They're highly Natufian. You
Yeah.
dig? So, yep. All right, Lennox Lewis is a big boy though. Let's see.
He punched low though. He hit hard, but he punched low.
All right, let's see what he got. God damn.
That's another weakness of Lennox Lewis.
Look at this fucking reach though. That shit crazy. So I'm gonna fight Ali probably with. You said a middleweight. I probably use. Oh, I'm gonna use uh Ray Robinson. I can't wait to do that.
Sugar Ray or Ray Leonard? Oh, you say Ray Robinson.
Ray
Sugar Ray.
Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah. Not Sugar Ray. Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson. Yeah, I'm gonna use Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson got that Philly show low. Oh fuck. God damn, Lennox Lewis. Punching through my guard. All right. 4 seconds, I'm gonna put hands on you. Here we go. Oh, good weave. Oh, he moving. Oh, you bad grab me, you sucker. Get up on right hand, body. Right hand, body. Body.
That was a good uppercut.
Let's go. Let's go. Right hand. Bad run. You better run. That's right. 5 seconds. Oh, good weave. All right,
Press
Lennox.
press pause. Press pause right quick. Go to your settings.
Hold on. Let me let James in. We got Pan African James in the building. We got Pan African James in the building.
Go to your settings right quick. Let me see something.
Get James up in.
The problem.
Oh, what the problem?
What up, James?
What's happening, young Logic?
Oh, let me walk Chef through this right quick. I'm trying to see what I'm trying to see if it lets you lets you go to the camera angle. I'm
Go to
trying to
what?
see what go to settings, visual, go over the visual,
How I do that?
right trigger again. Yeah, visual dynamic. Go over, go over again, go over again, go over again, go over again. That's the one.
And what
That's
this
my
gonna do?
first clue right there. That's my first clue right there. That's when you get serious right there. That camera angle right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the serious one.
All right,
That's
let's
the
see.
serious.
This one.
Yep.
Okay. This shit look aggressive. Yeah, this shit look way more aggressive. I'm getting scared. His punches look.
What that does, it allows you to be able to you can control range a lot better with that because it's not moving all behind you and all that kind of other
Okay.
stuff.
All right. All right, y'all go ahead.
I mean,
Let's go.
you could change it back. You could change it back if it's more comfortable. But that was a game changer for me right there. That camera angle. But James, right?
What's up?
Yeah.
Do
James, let me ask you a question, man. Do you really believe that the African American needs to understand their history in order to have a pathway forward in America? You really believe that?
Yeah, and that's been his strength. And also, quite honestly, I mean,
Well, I really don't really understand what you mean by that. I just know that based on the history that was discovered by the wisest of our historians, and then looking at what was not provided, facts like that the people of the oldest civilization is African, and then them not providing that information to you lets you know that it must be valuable because you just don't hide, but you just don't leave valuables out in the open. So they hid it from us, so it must be valuable. Because if it was something that they wanted us to know about, they wouldn't have hid it from us. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
You
it.
don't think that they hid that history from Africans
So that
by starting us off at off in Christianity from a chronological perspective? You don't think that something is wrong with that?
now I watch this. I'm gonna be fair, right? Because I give ground in my arguments. I don't have no point that I'm not willing to move from.
Right.
So okay, uh um let me give you that, right? So I think you're making a fair assessment that they would be hiding something from us if they found value in it, right? So let's assume that the textbooks say that the Egyptians are black people, right? So what would black people be able to do now that they couldn't do before they put that in the textbooks?
Well, if I mean, it's more so about the truth, also, right? I mean, does the truth? Do you value truth?
I value the truth most
He
of the
said,
time. I say most of the time, bro. I mean, I don't think the truth is like always the end all, the be all
okay,
of
so
sometimes.
okay, right. So if you value truth, and I think Africans are some of the most kind of honest, seemingly people on this planet. It seems like we seem to be a little and seemingly gullible at times to other people providing information, right? So when you have that type of scenario, and then you look at our position in history, which I would say, would you say on the let me see, how could I put this? If we had a chart of the different ethnic groups in America, what place would you put the African American? Um, in an order. If you say we was racing, right, and you had, okay, let's give European American, the Asian American, the Mexican American, and so forth. Where would you place the African American in that race, as far as like economically, educational, all of the things that you need to be a successful group? Where do you place us right now? What do you think we the education that we getting right now in the school system is a good education for our people?
I would say, unfortunately, I think we're at the bottom, unfortunately.
Okay, so see, when you recognize, and that's good that you being honest. I don't know what happened. I mean, maybe I've been talking to a bunch of different people, so maybe I couldn't put that on you. But uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's why I want to talk to you by
when you
yourself, yo.
when you
It'd be a lot of people
recognize
kind of
that,
intervening in our conversation, and we don't
yeah,
never really get to get our thoughts out.
right. But when you can
But I'm
recognize that
always
you and your
honest.
people are in
I'm
last
always
place,
honest.
you identifying that that's a problem, right?
Definitely.
So that was some of the assessments made by some of the people that come before us, and they were trying to figure out what would be some of the best ways to combat some of these issues. They put the forefront of education and historical knowledge as a way to give us some type of cultural continuity and cultural pride. So when you find out that your people created math, science, and unlike what they told us about when we went to the school system, they told us that it was created by the Greeks and Romans, right? That's the beginning of civilization from in their viewpoint, right?
Oh, okay.
Do they ever say that the Africans are the source of medicine, the source of writing, the source of mathematics? Do they ever tell us that?
No,
Astrology.
no, they
So
don't say that.
now, if you could tell your daughter, your son, and this is an actual fact, how would that harm you? Unless you're saying that this is not a fact, but if you could prove that this is a fact, wouldn't that be beneficial for the future of our people?
No, I'm saying right now, I haven't heard you say anything I disagree with. I think you spitting straight facts. So, but we getting right to where we getting right to the conversation that I feel like is where the healthy part is, right? So once I've acknowledged that me and my child, we both acknowledge that these are African creations,
Mm-hmm.
right? What does that allow us to do that we couldn't do before we knew that?
Well, before we knew that, we thought that we were less than. We always get history that these people have always been um on the top of everything as far as like creating mathematics, the days of the week, the month. Like we didn't do nothing. We just some slaves. If we just dealt with the history here, we're just slaves of some people that came and brought us here. But if we take our history back to our origins, we are the people that taught them everything. Do you understand that?
So okay, so this is where we
So it's
where
more
we
it's self-esteem and it's cultural honesty that I
now
think that.
hold up, now hold up. I'll
Yeah,
let
go
you
ahead.
talk, right?
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
so this is where we diverge in our approach, and it's simply the approach, and because I believe that we're trying to accomplish the same thing. Of course, I would want to instill confidence in my child, and I think that there are multiple different ways to do that, right? Now I could say one of them would lead my child maybe into believing that we're some type of superior human, which I think is dangerous. And another one I think that I could give my child is something that they could possibly get a better understanding of how the world actually works, which is I would say that humans are the same and we're more of a product of our environment and our social conditioning than we are, you know, some type of genetic advantage to being African, right? So what I mean, when I'm saying that, I'm saying I could give my child, the best advantage I can by sending them to the best school that I can, right? Or sending them to, or having them being in the most productive environments that they could be in, rather than having this false notion of them being genetically superior because they're Africans.
Well, I don't think I spoke anything about genetics. I was just talking about
No,
the.
I'm talking about like I would take the approach to give them the confidence by actually putting them in environments and helping them succeed in those environments, right? I wouldn't I would just we're talking about a child here, right? So that's pretty much what we're talking about is
The
having
future.
something to be able to give to your child to give them some confidence.
Self-esteem, confidence. Okay, so
Hmm.
like look at some of the African American achievements. Okay, let's just use that movie that they did with the three sisters, right? That
Okay.
helped them get to the moon or whatever.
Okay.
They didn't tell us about this till 50 years later. Do you know if that would have been something that we could have given some young women right out of maybe 50 years ago, we could have had probably some more people that young women that thought that math was something that they should aspire to be mathematicians and stuff like that. But when you don't know that the black man helped put the filament on the light bulb to help it stay lit, but when you don't know that the African American created the refrigerator, they don't tell us none of this stuff. I'm just talking about American history right now. You know that they haven't taught us, and this on purpose. But you have to understand who you are. You have to understand that it's not their job, and it's their job to keep us ignorant. That's what they do. And
I agree.
if
That
you
is
can't
their job.
recognize that, and that we off in this situation together, anything that I've ever tried to do was try to help us understand. Not it's not even me. It's the people that I found and the people that most people find, and we're in agreement that these historians are telling us and putting us on the right track of our history. History did not start in 1 AD, and that's the problem. People don't hide your history for nothing. If they know if it wasn't valuable, they wouldn't have hid it, right?
I'm see that's where you kind of lose me, right? Like I think that there was one point in time where they was hiding it, and I don't think that they are I don't think that they're making the same attempts to hide it right now. Now what you're talking about is what they consider a part of like their necessary curriculum. But as far as hiding it, like I mean, we could literally like Google all of this stuff. It's not, if they were hiding it, then us on the internet wouldn't be able to just find it. You kind of get what I'm
Well,
saying?
I see. Okay, so y'all always say we always talking about Egypt, but let's just do this. Okay, now I don't know if you familiar, but what happened maybe in World War I, or World War II after I think when they fought the Japanese, and after they defeated the Japanese had an old world system of an emperor. Once the Americans defeated them, they got that man on a ship and made him denounce that he was the all living God and all of that. And then they took all of they literature from them and re-indoctrinated that whole country. They couldn't even read their own textbooks of their own history anymore. They indoctrinated them people with history that they wanted them to have. This is the World War. You can look this up. So what I'm saying is information is important. Historical information is important for you to be able to know who you are. That is very important.
Right. So you keep giving me this notion of knowing who you are, right? So let me touch on what you're saying. So when you're as if you're trying to completely conquer a group of people and subordinate them, you need them to be docile, and for all intents and purposes, unfortunately, like needing them to be docile might force you to go some lengths that
And
are,
illiterate. And illiterate.
I mean, all of it helps. You know what I'm saying? All of it helps, right? Like let's say if we, I don't even want to use that analogy, but if you was trying to like break a wild animal, like you would have to like break his spirits first before you can tame him, quote unquote. You get what I'm saying? Now, I mean,
Correct. We know they did that during slavery.
that don't sound pretty, but I mean, unfortunately, here on Earth, humans have some moments that are less than humane. That's a part of humanity, right? Like they've when you conquer somebody, you don't want to leave those stones unturned. And it's unfortunate that it happened to us. I'm not trying to glorify it or diminish it at all. I'm taking it, I'm using it, speaking about it as just a matter of fact. And it wasn't like they weren't necessarily the first group of people to ever do that. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, it happened to us. So like when I'm, part of the conversation that I really hate to have to embrace is that our history, we were thoroughly detached from our history. Those people they did that to us. We don't have a Western Central African tribe or language that we can definitively just draw our history back to, right? That link in the chain has been thoroughly destroyed. That's the word that is used when they describe, our link back to West Africa, like that. That has been disrupted, destroyed. So you're not going to be able to uncover that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. When you destroy something, it's like completely gone. There's nothing there to attach yourself to. You can't get what I'm saying. So,
Well,
well, ultimately,
because when you
what
have
I'm saying.
records, sometimes it's not. It seemingly wasn't completely destroyed. But what happened was they put us in a place to where we wasn't allowed to view or even uh, um participate in literary civilization as far as reading texts and stuff like that. They did this for several years to maybe several hundred years to where we weren't able to know who we are. So when the people come upon you and they say that they have well, obviously you can see that they have superior technology because they have guns and you don't, right? They can start to
Mhm.
mount arguments and say that we are superior over you based on your technological and your historical worldview. You don't even know about Jesus. You don't even got a text. You don't even know about God and stuff like that. You're primitive. That is what they used to enslave us. So they used that book and said the people that didn't have no text was primitive. But then we come to find out that we the people who first had the text and that we taught them and that and throughout time, because our history on this planet is so long that we've forgotten that we were the ones, and matter of fact, not just forgotten, it was actually erased from our memories that we are the progenitors of all of this, of what is civilization today. That is what happened to us as a people. If you now, this ain't my viewpoint. This is the viewpoint of most African historians who have looked over the data. So the only thing I'm doing is, and not just me, but the people who have came across this information are just regurgitating the information of the greatest of our historians. That's our people, the ones that we trust. You can't trust your enemy to tell you who you are, can you? We see that didn't work out well. So what do we do? Go ahead.
I mean, I feel like what we do is we kind of pick up where we at, right, and make the best out of our situation. In
Yeah.
reality,
Okay.
though.
Okay. But just saying, just like if y'all don't want to go back and find y'all history, y'all just want to just deal with American history, right? You do understand that that's just going to leave you as a slave. If you just don't know if you just say, okay, we don't know nothing about no history, we want to deal with the now. The only thing you know about of your people here is that you were slaves.
Now that's a
No, no, yeah. See, because see, what you're gonna do now is you're gonna talk about because I know how to read now. I know I come from West Africa. But just imagine if you was a slave and you couldn't ever read no books and nothing. The only thing you know, you was a slave.
now. Hold up, don't try to like jump ahead of me and try to read my
I'm just
mind.
letting
Now,
you know. Hold
at
on, hold
least
on.
let
Just
me
hold on,
answer the
Logic.
question.
What I'm saying is, before they allowed us to read text, only thing we knew about American history is that we were slaves. So if y'all want to go to that and stay in that position, I'm you now.
No, don't try to like jump ahead and read my mind and assume how I'm gonna answer the question, right? Because you're making a broad sweeping statement, because you've heard me talk about how I don't think ancient history is relevant to our path moving forward here in America. That's not the same as me saying I don't think history is not important at all.
No,
You,
I'm not trying to
you
put that on you.
understand
So
that,
to be clear, I'm not trying to put that on you, but I'm just
right?
saying, based on the logic that you guys are saying that we should just deal with our history here, if that's the case, then if we just dealt with our history here, the only thing we would be was slaves.
No, we don't even have to you guys. We got the open floor. It's just us talking. Just take my argument for my argument. Don't say it's like a collaborated argument from me, Chef Corey. No, I have my own argument.
Okay, my apologies.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to clear up with you. I'm saying as far as we try to navigate our current situation, emphasizing ancient history doesn't seem to be a direct path moving forward. And it sounds like you just vehemently disagree with that, and I'm kind of trying to like understand the reasons why. I'm trying to see what are you looking at as far as the advantages to us incorporating a large amount of ancient Egyptian culture or anything into our current mind frame that gives us an advantage here in America. That's really like the basis of what I keep trying to ask. And most of the time, excuse me, most of the time we'll be talking, it'd be so many people throwing in their ideas, and we don't really get a clear, just a back and forth conversation with me where we could just talk, and I could clearly hear what you're trying to say. You clearly hear what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to take advantage of this. That's what this is for me, right? So yeah, so what I'm saying is, no, I don't see our history starting with slavery. Obviously, we were doing something in West Africa before they came and disrupted that. Now, whatever that was, um, to my understanding, has been thoroughly disrupted and can't be recovered in the way I would like for it to be. I'm saying I would like for it to be, right? So us being American, right, is has been like the unfortunate byproduct of the transatlantic slave trade, right? Us not having a clear cultural tribal connection to what people group, what language, what customs we had back when we was in Africa has literally been taken away from us. So, I'll use the example of those people that stand around in a circle and jump real high, as as like kind of like how am I describing this, right? Like a lighthearted way to say, if I knew that those were my people, if I could take a DNA test and they trace me right back to those people that stand in a circle and jump real high, what would me and my friends standing in a circle and jumping real high, how would that help us in America? And that's like my lighthearted way of saying, there's only but so much of that I can do, right, to where it's actually going to provide me something in real life. You get
Mm,
what I'm saying by that?
yeah. So hold on, Chef. You on the scene?
Yes, sir.
So is it any kind of way that I could share my screen real quick?
Uh huh.
But I'm talking about so the audience can see this as well.
Yes, sir.
All right, so bam.
Hold on, let me get to it. I'm fighting Muhammad Ali, but I'm using a middleweight.
Yeah, I want to watch this actually. I'm watching and I'm listening at the same time. I want to see how this fares out for you because he'll flash knock you down. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful.
He ain't gonna flash knock me down though.
Can you see
Okay.
this, Logic? Can you see this on my
Yeah.
screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Hold on, here I
Okay,
come,
now
James.
what this is
Hold, hold on,
do
let me
you
get
know
it
who's
let me get it for the
okay? Yeah,
audience, James.
let me get my glasses. Hold on.
All right. I was still a shell shock. I was still shell shocked from being in the Los Angeles County Jail in 1979 to 81. Before my departure, Evil hollered, what? Through the vent
Through,
to ask if I wanted to stay down there a little longer. I shot back, no way, cuz I'm ready to split. Even though I was in good company with Evil and other Crips, I wanted out of there. My fucking eyes burning.
and soon wasn't quick enough. Arriving back in San Quentin through no delight was better than being in the county jail. In East Block 1, it said East Block, I was housed a couple of cells down. I was housed a couple of cells from Trex. Soon he started to send me books by authors such as Chancellor Williams, Runoko Rashidi, Danita R. Reed, Sheikh Diop, Francis Quest Wilson, Dr. Joseph Ben Yohanan, A.J. Rogers, Ira Van Sertimer, John Henry Clark, and many others. These writers helped reveal the truth about the history of our culture. The more I read, the more I discovered the contradiction in myself and in the world I thought I knew. So this is Stanley Tookie Williams, the leader of the Crips, Blue Rays, Black Redemption. Once he found out the history that was hidden from him, he then found out how he had been tricked into being a monster and turning and killing his own people, and it changed him. Same thing with me. I see through the stuff that I was doing in the crack era, if had I known this, I may have made a different decision. And a lot of our brothers and sisters may have. So this stuff is important because it brings cultural continuity and understanding of who we are and who the enemy is and who we need to trust as far as telling us who the hell we are. So it's very important. Now I can use Tookie Williams as one example, but Malcolm X and as well as Khalid Abdul Muhammad all went through the same transition. These are some of the strongest African men that we know. So you telling me that them going through that same transition they was wrong as well. They all pointing us to the same history. So you go ahead, Elijah.
Yeah. So I think I think there's two things happening there, right? There's actually a very strong force at play when you are able to identify a common enemy among people. That's actually a very strong force. I'll talk about that more after I say this. So, like, because you have this new romantic idea, not necessarily an accurate idea, a romantic idea about Africa, and that you know that you're African, that doesn't, like, how do I want to put this?
Let's just
There's,
say it,
there's
man. You
nothing.
don't
There's
value
nothing.
me. You don't even probably think you're an African dude.
No, I know I'm genetically African. I know that, but I also know I don't practice no African customs. I don't speak no African language. I don't eat no African food. I mean, so beyond like my genetics, I mean, I'm far more American than I am African. So what I'm saying is, right. So what those people were really good at, you know, they have a way of painting a picture about Africa that I just firmly believe isn't like fully accurate, right? I think that they cherry pick, and I think that they romanticize it, and I think that that's okay, right? I'm not saying that what they did and said is all bad, but I also don't believe it's all true, right? Now, with that being said, now how if I look at the Egyptian culture, we're talking about people who are imperialists, right? We talking about people who go on regular campaigns and take other people's stuff and claim their land and force them to pay taxes and all that kind of good stuff. We are not talking about some like let's spread the peace type people. But
What does
I
that have
mean,
to do with anything, though?
you have to be kind of like talented, or at least I'm not even gonna say that because that don't sound good. But you have to be painting a narrative when you call people like that peaceful.
Nobody said they was peaceful. I didn't say that, did I?
No, you didn't. So
And
so
why
let me
why would you insinuate that they was peaceful? They warriors. How can
because
warriors be peaceful?
that's what I'm saying by they romanticized it.
Nobody ever romanticizes it when you acknowledge that they're warriors.
Hold up,
Warriors have warriors. Warriors
you're
defend
not
their
doing it right
territory.
now, but
No,
you're
let
throwing
me
me
ask
off
you. Let
track.
me ask you this.
You're
Let me
throwing me
hold
off
up.
track.
Watch this. Watch this. We're gonna
Hold
go on
up,
the
bro. Let
mic,
me
bro.
finish.
He
Let me
said
finish
you
answering what
throwing
you
him
said.
off
Yo.
track, James.
You throwing me off track. Let me finish what
Okay.
I'm saying, then you can respond, yo. So I'm saying that the most powerful thing that they did actually accomplish, right? Like being able to paint this common enemy is actually like a really good psychological technique. And you can see that happening in all sorts of different like aspects of life. A really good example of it happens in the military, right? I'm not sure if you know somebody in the military, if you've ever been in the military, but one of the things that they do to break, not necessarily to break you, but like to add camaraderie to the troop, is that like the leader or the staff sergeant, he is your first common enemy, right? He is your like y'all will put all of y'all differences aside because y'all know that y'all got to find a way to deal with this crazy motherfucker, right? Like he's like the first person that all of y'all look at and are forced to put all of your differences aside, where y'all come from, what your name is, what language you speak. All of that stuff has to be put aside because you have to deal with him, right? And that's like a real psychological force that I believe is really effective, right? Now, when you have painted white people as the common enemy, I'm thinking that you're starting to get into something that's a little unhealthy, right? And I'm gonna say that because white people aren't necessarily our friend, but when you I'm talking about in 2024. I'm not talking about the 1960s, 1970s. I'm not talking about the dogs and the water hoses. I'm talking about in 2024 when you call them your enemy, right? Or that's when you have to have this broad paintbrush and say we're now working for the enemy or working with the enemy. Whereas some of these people are also the same abolitionists that have helped us, come through slavery. Some of these people are the same people who signed the documents that allowed us to no longer legally be classified as slaves. Some of these people are the people who signed the documents that allowed us to have the right to actually vote and participate in American politics. Some of these people, have been kind of like key to us having rights in America at all. So it's not really accurate, or it doesn't paint a clear objective in mind when you say all white people are the enemy. You
So
get what
hold
I'm
on, the
saying?
logic. You just earlier we was talking about the positioning of the African American. Do you think
Mm-hmm.
we in last place because that's something of our own doing? We just dumb or something?
No, no, no. So
How did
that's
that happen?
so
Why is
look.
that happening?
So
If it ain't if
first
it
of
ain't a
all,
systematic problem, why is
it,
it
it's a,
happening?
it's a systematic problem.
So
But first,
who's in charge of the system?
white people.
So what's the problem? When you identify, see, it's like you like, man, we can't. I don't like the fact, James, that you identifying our enemy. That's
No,
crazy. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't. I
But
didn't say
that's
that.
kind of like all that. I'm just simplifying what you just said.
Right. Don't simplify it.
I have
It's a
to because
it's a
you said a
complex
lot.
issue.
No, because you said a lot, but you still have got to go back to the fact that what I said was true.
I didn't. I never said up here and said what you said was true. Whereas
No,
you're
it's like
trying to
you
like
saying that, like,
disprove what
oh,
I'm
no,
saying.
no, no, I'm not trying to disprove what you're saying. I listened to what you said. You
So did
spoke
you agree
before.
with any of it?
What I did was I simplified what you said than what you saying that I'm doing. You saying that because I'm identifying the enemy, that's a problem. That's what you just said.
I didn't. I said it's a. I
You said
said it's
like
like
don't
a pop.
say
No,
that
what
white people is
I
our enemy.
literally
They like,
said
why
it's
would
a
you like saying
powerful
that? It's nothing.
psychological
Hold on,
force.
listen. You said, oh man, white people done did this for us. White people done did that for us. Why we can't acknowledge that? But I'm talking about with this condition we in, and then who put us in this condition,
See,
and why
see,
we
that's the
still in this
problem.
condition. That's what
That's the
I'm talking
problem with
about.
simplifying it right there. You're mishearing my words. If I could
Okay,
speak on
okay.
white people, if I could speak on white people just briefly, right? I would say that they can also be a good tool for us to use in our liberation or whatever our goals are as black people. That doesn't necessarily make them our friends, and it definitely doesn't necessarily make them our enemies. right?
But
All
hold on,
white
Logic.
people are
Do
not
you
working to
understand
keep us oppressed. That's not
that
all white people.
I never said that, and no one I don't think ever says this. But what we do is we acknowledge the comments, the actual facts and the documentation that we bring forward. We are in last place in this country and across the world. The people of African descent and all cultures seemingly are in last place or being mistreated based on simply our phenotypical features. So you cannot go around from here to Brazil, from India with how they treat the Dravidians, how they treat the people in Australia. Only thing that's the common denominator and why they're on the bottom of the totem pole because they have a darker pigmentation and that's it. So
Okay,
we just have to acknowledge that and quit acting like that this is
I do
going on. It's
acknowledge
going on all the way
I,
across the planet.
I
So
do
no, I mean
acknowledge it,
it's
right?
not an
So
anomaly that it's just happening here in America, right?
okay, I heard you. I heard you.
Even on the island of Haiti, the other side of the island is living lavish, while the side of Haiti gets sanctions and don't get no kind of help with their situation. So man, I mean,
Okay.
I'm not here to pacify my enemy, and I really don't even like letting them know really what I think. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to
We having a
pacify it
personal,
either, right?
yeah, we having a personal conversation, and I'm trying to. It's kind of
So,
frustrating
so
when I talk to people and it seems like that they want to try to use what the good of somebody is to act like that we don't acknowledge that, but we're talking about our situation and trying to fix what we got going on. Damn, what the good people that's around, we still in last place, Logic, and that's what it is.
I got you.
I feel I'm mute
I
out.
definitely got you. I definitely got you. So, so what I'm saying about the white people thing, I'm getting what you're saying. You're that can be your enemy if that's what's convenient for you. You know, if you go about, you know, that might work for you. I'm not really sure how to, you know, I'm not gonna make you, you know, have no suggestions about how you should deal or give
Man,
you
that's
any
just what you
suggestions on how to
saying,
deal
Logic.
with it.
Let me tell you, watch this,
No,
Logic.
no,
What you
hold up.
hold on,
I let you
one
talk.
more thing,
I
one more
just
thing,
let you talk and I stay
hold
quiet,
on, one
Joe.
more thing though.
Go
What
ahead.
you doing is just like saying that the Palestinians shouldn't recognize Israel as their enemy. They friends. They did some good for them. What good is Israel doing for the Palestinians right now?
You gonna ask me a question while I was trying
Yeah.
to answer
Okay,
your
yeah.
question?
I'm just saying this is what you doing. You acting
No,
like that the
that's not
people
what I'm
that
doing.
everything is a kumbaya situation.
No,
And
that's not
I don't
what I'm
understand.
doing, yo.
Oh, but
Let me
maybe I'm
explain what
going
I'm
too far.
doing
I'm
before
finna
you keep
mute.
cutting
I'm
me
finna
off.
mute. Hold on, I'm finna mute. But maybe I just don't understand what you're saying. So maybe you could
Right.
kind
I'm
of fix
trying to
it.
explain it. So what I'm only thing I'm really trying to explain to you is that a lot of these things aren't accurately described when you try to simplify them, right? So when we're trying to describe our predicament here in America and then try to relate it to the predicament of other people in, let's say, Haiti, let's understand that we are dealing with different dynamics, different societies, different economies, different politics, so on and so forth. Right. I can't speak on how the people who are in bad economic, bad education predicaments in Haiti, what they should do. I'm not familiar with their scenario, their politics. I can't relate to it. Right. I would say that it's not as simple as skin color. At least I know that not here in America, because what we have to consider other correlations when we're looking at our predicament, such as the economic position, right? People who are in different economic positions are able to afford better educations. People who get better educations are more likely to get better paying jobs and maintain these different levels of economic, right? We here in America, we do have the ability to form and to vote for the politicians who do have our interests in mind. Now, we don't necessarily, as a group, generate enough of those people who seem to, like, you know, really be concerned with the lower income issues of most black people that we know and we're talking about when we say black people, right? we can figure out ways to do a better job of that. And if we're talking about those real life scenarios and solutions, I don't see where ancient history helps us do that. Now, that's like the bottom line to everything that I'm trying to say, that I've been trying to say,
That's
right?
cool.
When
Okay, so
we're
let me just
talking
say
about
this.
the
That's
complex
cool.
issues of us dealing with how we can get out of this, me personally, I
Yeah.
don't see how me knowing anything about ancient history helps me navigate those complex issues.
Right.
But
So
now
what
I'm
you
finished. I can
saying
let you
is
talk now.
you don't care what they teach your children in school. What they when they teach them about George Washington and the apple tree, all that's fine. Everything that they teach in school, and then when your kids get out of school, they just gonna have to relearn, learn. Well, I guess you're saying this history is not even valuable anyway, so they don't even you don't even care if they just
There
go
you go
around.
again with the broad sweeping brush. I
I'm just
never
saying
said
that
that
just saying
history is
you
not valuable.
this is what you're saying. You don't care about you. You just said this. I don't see how ancient history is valuable. You
I
don't
don't.
see value in
I.
ancient
That's
history.
not what I said. I'll
And
repeat what I
then,
said.
okay, well, what are you
I'll
saying?
repeat what I said. I said that when it comes to those complex issues and how we go about navigating our way through them, out of them here in America, 2024, I don't see how those conversations cross paths with ancient history.
Okay, now
That's
let
not
me
me
ask
saying it's
you
not
this.
important.
Okay,
That's
now I
me
just
saying
showed.
I don't see how the two things are relevant.
So okay, so bam, I just showed you Tookie Williams, right? Now, the same thing, Malcolm X went through the same transition as far as being from coming from a young man, being indoctrinated to coming up and being learning history, which allowed him to be able to be as powerful as he was. You don't think that history played a part in Malcolm's strength as far as being able to combat the stuff that the Europeans was doing? You think an ignorant person could just combat and know the things that's going on that he was combating? A historically illiterate person could combat the stuff that Malcolm was combating. Have you ever seen Khaled's interview on Donahue?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Do you think that he would have been able to? You must don't think that he did an excellent job as far as answering the question that Donahue asked him. And do you think that that was a great interview?
It's been a while since I've seen it. So I mean, I liked his energy. I'm not so sure how accurate his answers were or nothing like that, but I definitely liked his energy.
So are you listening to this, Chef?
Yes, sir.
It felt good to see a black man stand up to Donahue in in
In
the
the right
eyes of the white
crowd.
public. Yeah, that felt
But
good
it was with facts
to
though.
watch him
He
do that.
wasn't saying he was
And I
not saying that
and all I
without
said
no.
was I'm not familiar with how accurate his statements were, but I liked his
Well,
energy.
see,
That's
and so
what I
this is
said.
what I'm gonna tell you. This is what I kind of seen. What the problem was the other night. It seemed like a lot of people that just came around here with an opinion have not even done a lot of studying. What have you studied, Elijah? Like, what have you like? Let's go through that. What do you know about history? Or have you studied any history?
Yeah, I mean, in high school, yeah, I
See,
studied
so that's
history.
what I'm saying. So basically,
I made
and
good
I mean
grades
this.
in high school
Watch it.
too,
Yeah,
by
okay,
the
that's
way. So,
cool. I mean no disrespect when I say this, but basically, I'm talking to someone that's historically illiterate.
but yet,
Mm.
historically illiterate, but does have confidence and self esteem.
That's good, and I'm not trying to take that away from another brother. I
Now
would
don't
never do no
don't
shit
forget
like
that
that.
you started this conversation by saying that that's how I get my confidence and self esteem, right?
Yeah,
So
but you see, but
I
that
can
don't
be
mean
a
that they
walking
can't happen
example
from
of
your mama.
I can
That
be a
don't mean that
walking
they can't happen from
example.
your family. That don't mean that you can't get that kind of self-esteem. That don't mean that damn chef you got knocked out.
No,
Nah, he got him.
I just
He got him.
No, it looked like he on the ground. Ain't
Nah,
who?
he fought Muhammad Ali.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the hell going on? Okay, well, yeah. But like I'm saying, man, that's kind of like what the problem is. Y'all have not see when I came into this, it's
Good shit,
about
Chef.
it's about
I
the
said I'd give you your props if you did that. You did it. I see it.
it's about the facts and the truth and being able to have documentation of what you say. That's the criteria of the African American scholar. We are no longer in a position to be listening to people with fiction as a history. So that's the
You got to
standard.
go down the weight class again, though.
That's the standard for African history.
So I gotta go down to welterweight and fight Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
now?
man. You ain't learning nothing until you lose, bro. Real shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I'm listening to you, James. Go ahead.
I got you. Go ahead, James.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's just history is very valuable to the African. And it's valuable to non-Africans as well. And that's why they use history as a weapon to indoctrinate Africans with the wrong history.
I think that's a bit of a stretch right there.
Okay.
You definitely
entitled to have an opinion. This is what I'm gonna tell you, Moses.
I mean, so let's look at the African.
I'm going to
let's look at the African continent, though, right? Let's look at the African continent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the African continent, where all of these cultures have been, to some small degree preserved, right? Some of this history, to some small degree, is preserved, and that has not help them navigate white supremacy.
Man, see, that's what I'm saying.
It has not been a weapon that they can use.
You haven't talked to an African, and I know you have. You have to talk to them, and then they'll tell you what's going on the continent. That's how this works. And when you see yourself as an African, you will start to gain relationships with Africans like myself. So talk to an African, and they'll tell you exactly why they're in the condition they're in. Do you know the people, when they gapped up Africa, they indoctrinated them with the history of whichever country that colonized them. So if you're on the Ivory Coast, you're going to speak French. It's going to be illegal for you almost to speak your own language. You're going to learn French exclusively. You're going to learn French history exclusively. You're not going to learn British history. Meanwhile, the people that indoctrinated the people off in Ghana, they're going to learn British history. And they're going to be indoctrinated with that history. This is why our people are messed up because they have as a religious historical base Christianity, and in the northern parts of these same countries they have Islam as their historical base. So when you have these particular bases as your historical foundation, you are confused as a human because African civilization starts pre-Abrahamic faiths.
Okay, I got you. I heard you. So look, let's watch this. Let's walk it back real slow. Because the further you go back in history, the closer you can see these people having to their original tribes, their original history, their original religions, right? So before they were colonized, they were their pure tribe, their pure history, their pure African religion, right? So what I'm saying is they had been practicing that for however many thousands of years, and it still did not prepare them to not be colonized in the first place. It was not a weapon that they were able to use.
This is the deal.
They were not able to use that alone to protect themselves from colonization. So now by you saying that, you're suggesting that we use the weapon that they used that didn't protect them from being colonized to stop us from being subjected to white supremacy here in America.
So basically you saying it is cool for people to go.
I'm saying it didn't work for them.
Hold up. You saying that it's cool for just because some people don't know that you are scandalous motherfucker to come over to another person's land and totally wipe them out like they did the Indians because they didn't know.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that did not protect them.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. Somebody doing some evil shit got to do with you living in harmony and doing what you was doing.
We was in Africa chilling. You talking about the pure African culture, right?
Living the way that they was living is something wrong with that.
I ain't say nothing was wrong with it.
So what's the problem?
I'm saying that somebody came over. Listen, God damn it, man. Why you keep cutting me off and I'm letting you talk like that, man?
Yeah, go okay. Let me mute out again because that's crazy that you even said.
I'm saying that you're suggesting this pure Africanness, culture, history we can use it today to protect ourselves from the very thing that it did not protect them from. You're suggesting that we use something that already failed.
No, it didn't fail because when they came over there and provided them with this information, the people didn't even have a writing system that they or any type of history that they was writing down that allowed them to say that you are a primitive people and therefore we can subjugate you. I don't understand. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you don't know history like that, this is why we having this ring around the rosy conversation, and this is not good because you don't even know why it's valued when you don't when somebody can come around you and say, damn, y'all don't know nothing about no guns, y'all don't know nothing about this, y'all so now that makes y'all less than you know what I'm saying? That's what allowed them to subjugate.
Well, how are you saying I'm saying that the people less than though? I don't get that part.
Because you sitting at the time about, well, why was they able
No,
allowed to be
I'm
able
saying
because
it
these
didn't
people are
protect
evil.
them. I didn't say that makes them less than. I'm saying it didn't effectively protect them then. And you're suggesting that we go back and use what didn't protect them then to protect
No,
ourselves now.
we're suggesting to go back and with the information that they did not know, which probably wouldn't have allowed them to be colonized if they would have knew true history. They would have never been able to come over there and tell them that dumbass shit.
What did the
No,
people who
just imagine if they knew what I knew today.
Hold
So
on, hold
some
on.
Europeans came, hold up, some Europeans came and said, man, Adam and Eve is the start of history. And I know that Egyptian history is 2,000 years, African history is 2,000 years before that. What you think I'm going to tell them?
What's up with Sosa and Stu Peas?
Yeah, yeah. I'm tapping into the conversation. I think I got a gist of where y'all going with the combo. I think y'all basically is dispute to where the importance of ancient history, right?
mm-hmm.
And I think it's relevant and it does have its place. I
Now wait,
think
hold
it's
up,
just
Sosa,
about
hold up, Sosa. Can I ask you to not oversimplify it and say it like this and saying how useful ancient history,
I haven't
how
even
you
get a chance to even frame it. You don't even know how
right,
simple
right.
it's gonna be.
I heard you say that how useful ancient history helps us move forward in our social circumstances right now. So, but I
Yeah,
didn't want you to
yeah.
miss that. But I heard you. But
Yeah,
go ahead,
I
my
ain't
bad.
even. Yeah, I was just framing the argument, but like just the gist of it is right. And I was saying that ancient history is important, and I was about to say I think what we're talking about is in terms of chronology, in terms of our progress now, where we place ancient history, right? Because we wouldn't knocking people for studying ancient history. So I think when you look at people like, say, Malcolm and people like Frederick Douglass and those people, I don't see ancient history as a launch pad for their or even people like MLK, people like Thurgood Marshall, W.E.B. Du Bois. I don't see that as a launch pad for their
No,
for the push to do
they
what
was
they did.
very they was very contemporary.
Right. You
They
feel me? And
used
I
our
think that,
recent history to try to navigate through the issues that we were having, right?
right.
And they framed everything around slavery, like most people would,
Exactly.
because that's our issue. That is the event that put us where we're at now. So they looked at that. They didn't go back to Africa and try to figure out what was we doing in Africa that had no
Exactly.
burn on the
Exactly.
American society and the Negro
Right. Because
problem that they were trying to
right.
figure out.
Because it take too long. We don't got time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some stuff you do towards later on. You know what I'm saying? Like later on, after you done got this stuff, then you can start going back. Like they start going to Africa, different business stuff like that. But I think like in terms of our contemporary thought, yeah, I think so. I think that ancient history would take a back seat to our current body of knowledge, and that's something that we get to a little later on. I think like with situations like people like Tukey and them, I think like and even for myself, like I consider those books did inspire me. Like they're good psychological boosters.
Yeah.
And that's really about as much as it can do in terms of your contemporary position. Like give you a good boost, like, ah man, I feel good. Let me go study some recent stuff. Let me apply myself to what's going on today. But as far as like what Norman did, me putting that in use in my day-to-day life and making it, no, I don't think I don't
Yeah,
think that
Norma
works
can't
like
help.
So hold up, y'all
that.
act like they just hid ancient history, huh? That's what y'all think I'm saying. With that all of the
I don't
this is
know what you're
crazy to
saying
me.
now. I don't know
Because
what is
I didn't brought up the three sisters that helped
no,
these
no.
white
Would
folks
you
get to the
disagree with
moon.
no,
I
turn
didn't
to what
brought
I
up
said.
the African with
No,
the
James,
settlement.
in
No, no,
terms
no.
of what
I'm
I
not saying
said,
that I disagree. I'm just
just
saying
tell me, but you just went off though. Tell me where we disagree so I can at least get what part of what I said you disagree with. So
what I'm
what
saying
do
is
you
it
agree
seems
with?
like y'all trying to just say that we're just saying, or that Dr. Clark or anybody just said that modern history, what we dealt with in America, ain't valuable. West African history ain't valuable. We only talking about Egyptian history. The reason why we're trying to help y'all understand that is where we start our chronology from is because that's where we need to start our chronology from to keep these people from coming into Africa or coming into the minds of African Americans and telling us that we don't have no history, we have not contributed to civilization, and then telling us that look, if y'all wasn't writing, we was writing before y'all, so therefore we are the authority on how history was documented. They tell us that an Adam and Eve story, and our people at a 70% here and on the continent of Africa believe this story. That is the historical base of history. We know this. This is documented. Y'all can chat GPT what I'm saying, but this is a fact. The historical view of our people at a 70% clip is they believe that the history of the Bible. And that is a problem. So that's what the fight is. If y'all don't want to be in the
Right.
fight,
So
y'all gonna be on the other side of the fight. That's what it is.
yeah,
Now let me mute out and let
yeah, but
somebody
I'm saying
respond.
like how does that affect okay, say that's true. So how did WB Du Bois work around that same these same type of things and still work towards pushing our people forward? How did MLK not be a comedic priest and
Hey,
did what he did?
hey, Chef, fight Tyson with Tommy, yo. Let me see where you at for real, dog. For real, for real. Let me see where you at.
How was it
Go ahead,
possible
answer
for
that,
Hold on,
people
James.
like
They won't
how was
let
it
me.
Watch this,
yeah,
Chef.
how was it possible for people like
Can you share my screen real quick?
listen, I
Hold
wanted you
on,
to
no,
answer the question though.
I'm just asking a
I
question.
want you to answer the question though. How did MLK, WB Du Bois, and Freddie Douglass navigate that?
Hold on. I'm finna go through a couple of these.
I know
I'm
he
finna
went
go
to
through a
Africa,
couple
bro.
of.
I know he went.
I know,
But
but
see, you
hold
ain't
on.
answering my
So now
question,
you
bro.
don't want to hear what they had to say,
You
huh?
finna gish gallop me. You ain't finna answer. Just answer
Why
my
would I
question
be gish
first.
galloping when
Answer
we
my
can listen to
question
what they
first.
said?
I'm saying answer my question first and then read this to me, bro.
Okay. So what's the question? I'd rather listen. I'd rather read what
How
they say.
how did people like MLK, Frederick Douglass, W.B. Du Bois, and others, Thurgood Marshall, do it without uh comedic history?
Okay, let me read this. So
He
we
still ain't answering my question.
maybe this will put context into
He still ain't.
yeah, because I'd rather listen to what they said, how it influenced or what they thought it might help us do. Wouldn't that be better instead of listening to little old James?
No, go ahead, bro.
No,
See what I'm
James,
saying? So what you don't
it
want me
would
to
be
read?
only fair to have the conversation go the right way, James. When
So
you
wouldn't
ask,
it be the
listen,
right? He asked me what
listen.
did they think it was
When
the
you
value
ask,
of Egypt to the African
when you
American
ask them
community.
questions, in order for the
I didn't even bring this
no,
up. They did.
James, calm
That's
down.
crazy.
That's crazy.
He always thinks shit
Man,
crazy.
that's crazy.
the
That's
the
crazy.
you
They brought this up.
but
I didn't even bring up
James,
Douglas or nothing.
the
So
way the
let's be
conversation
clear.
moves smoothly and you're
Let
able to
me
move
stop
from
sharing my
point A to
screen because I see
point
y'all
B
ain't ready.
is because when you ask them a question, they answer it. So the conversation can move, right? When
Okay.
they ask you a question, you start talking all around and putting
No, I
just
don't.
answer them.
Yes,
You
you
can
do.
still share your screen, but at least respect the brothers and answer their question.
So you don't think that's what I've been doing the whole time? Which y'all don't like the answers or something?
No, I don't think you even answering the question.
So
You'll
okay.
ask a
Y'all say,
question.
what is the value of African Americans
No, I
And
said, how did
here,
they move forward without that necessarily being a pillar? Because we can look at
well,
the works that they did.
at the time that you're talking about these people, not saying that they were totally illiterate of Egypt, but that was not something that had been totally endowed in to that degree. We got
Right.
Drusilla Dungy Houston is about with her book about with the Ethiopian and the Great Cushites or whatever. That's one of the earlier books that we have where people are saying this and really going in depth on it.
And
And now what
Dr.
is that,
Ben ain't start
19?
lying yet. Go ahead.
Well, see, Dr. Ben was a Hebrew Israelite.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. So
He ain't start
all of us
lying
have
about Egypt yet.
a time in history where we were historically illiterate. Even
Yeah,
myself,
but
unbelievable.
yeah, especially in terms of ancient history, but they still
Yes.
move the needle, right?
Okay, so
So how did they do
Sosa,
it?
watch this. When you don't think that it is valuable to know the
He
truth
just
about history.
ask me a question. He just
Yeah.
asked me a
No,
You
question.
okay,
answer
well,
your question.
You
go
know
ahead,
I
go ahead.
think that.
Answer
Come on,
questions.
you turn around
No,
and
because
answer
I'm
it.
just saying it'd be amazing to me that y'all even like arguing this
History is
position.
important, James. Now answer the question, man. Jesus Christ, bro.
Okay, so what's your question?
Oh man.
That's fun.
James
That
plays
was
psychology.
hilarious.
James uses
No, what's the
psychology to
question?
get
Because we've been Shefton jumped in. So what's the question?
people like MLK. Just give me an example. MLK. MLK didn't really deal with ancient Egypt. I never heard him talk about uh,
Well, let's see.
wavy line pottery and stuff like that. But he was
Okay.
able to push the people forward.
Okay, so
How was he able to do? So he was able to do that without that. So how?
well, he was
If,
dealing with the civil rights movement. That's his claim to fame. But I'm not sure, and I hate to even bring this up because I know y'all gonna get mad. But
you finna
Malcolm
do
X
some crazy
does
shit.
speak about Egypt. I mean Martin Luther King. He does speak about Egypt in the context of how he found out that these people got all of their history from the Egyptians. See what I'm
Well,
saying? So these people,
you talking about
and
what you talking about what are you talking about? I ain't
yeah, but
gonna
what I'm
say.
saying is because y'all keep acting
What do you
like
when did he
African, all of the prominent people that's trying to get us out of this situation is looking back to history to find out how we got in
I
this.
think the better yet,
I
what's
don't know.
effect
I would love for y'all to tell me one of these people that y'all talking about didn't go back and look through some type of history.
no
Because everybody that I bring up, even Carter G. Woodson, he speaks on Egypt. Frederick Douglass, he speaks on Egypt. W.E.B. Du Bois speaks on Egypt. They are not in the context of in depth like we get in the 60s, but they do have an inkling that this is probably an African civilization. I can pull it up, but it ain't really no need
yeah,
to.
that's not it. That's not an
Y'all don't
issue.
want to hear from them.
No,
Y'all
that's
want to
not an
talk to
issue.
me.
No, that's not an issue. But I'm saying like that information was not at the front part of their
Yeah, because
movement,
they was
bro.
dealing with more pressing issues like fucking
Right,
slavery
exactly. And
at
so
that
what would
time. But hold
and
on.
even at this time, there's more pressing things that we can still do the ancient Egypt shit, but the other shit come first. That's like this. I
Okay,
think that's
okay,
all logic is saying from what I'm hearing.
so now, then see, this what I'm saying. You
And history is
Sosa.
important. I'm not
Okay, now
saying
watch.
ancient
Okay,
history is not important, James. Don't do that.
okay, so
Ancient history
you
is important.
Sosa and
All
you
right, here we
Moses. I mean, you Logic, right?
go. Right.
Who should have been who? So this is Moses. I mean, this is Logic, and this is
Mm,
Sosa. Now, who
right.
should James listen to? Should I listen to Malcolm X, John Henry Clark, Sheikh Hata Diop, and Chancellor Williams, and
What did he
everybody
say?
else, Marcus Garvey, and anybody? Should I listen to them or should I listen to Sosa and Logic? Who should I listen to?
Smash.
Depends. It depends if it's something contemporary.
Smash
You
is,
might
Smash is on the
if
same
it's
page as a
about
lot of
something
these other people with,
if it's about
he
something
on that page. So
contemporary,
we all
if it's about
we on that
if it's
page.
about
So
something contemporary issue pressing us, you might well listen to me and Logic because we live in the time. We got
okay,
more.
no, so what is okay, now watch this. Watch how I do this, Chef. This is gonna be beautiful. What are we doing now? What we doing?
What do you mean? What are we doing?
See, see what I'm saying? Now
I
it's
don't
gonna
know
be a
what you
whole bunch.
mean.
What are we doing right
What are you
now?
asking?
What is the
We
African
talking on
American
YouTube?
people? Okay, Logic identified that we in last place. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay,
In terms
so
of
now
economic.
what
Mm.
are we doing independent of waiting on somebody else to get us out of this last place position?
I mean, there are a lot of
I'm
black
talking about
people.
right now in 2024.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of black people right now working to put us in better
I'm talking
position.
about I need something specific, something concrete, something that we can identify.
No, the question is
I mean,
how are you saying ancient history does that? That's what the question is.
Well, if we could unify under this ancient history, we wouldn't be, for one, we
well, I
wouldn't be
think you
arguing.
know
Hold up,
what.
watch it. If we was unified on our history, we wouldn't be arguing right now. You
Let
know
me ask you
that?
this though. I think this is where we're
That
gonna.
ain't that wild?
I
If
think this
we
is where
was
we're gonna figure it out.
unified on our
James,
history from a
James, do
chronological
you?
perspective, do you know we wouldn't be arguing right
I
now?
think this is it, James. Let me ask you this:
That's deep.
Do you think voting is important?
It would be important if we had a just system
Yes or
that
no, bro? Do
it
you
would be
think voting is
important if
important,
we
bro?
had a just system that was fair, yeah. But
So
we
what
know
kind
that
of
ain't the
system do we
case
have
here in
now?
America. See,
So
so now when you start to
hold on,
bring
no,
up
hold on,
why I gotta
hold
answer a
on.
yes or no question
So
when we
is
know it's
voting
way more
important?
complex than that.
So is voting important, right?
It's
Should we
important.
should we rush to the polls and vote this election coming up in a few weeks?
Well, I already made my stance public. I'm not voting.
Right. Do you vote? But you're not just voting this year, or you
If it
just
was
don't
something
vote?
that I felt that it was something, somebody put
Right.
something on the ballot that was tangible for our people that
Right.
I could vote for.
And
Do you think? Let me ask you this: do you think I would vote if somebody put something tangible on it that was going to help our people? Do you think I would vote?
I'm not sure. I think
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
I don't
So
Kamala
hold up.
proposed
If
that
honestly.
they
she
said, if
proposed.
they
I
said,
don't
hold
think
up,
you've
if they
ever
said
voted, James. In my
we finna,
opinion, James, I don't think you've ever voted. Like
well, see,
I'm just
you
gonna
I,
say.
see, that's what I'm saying. You think
Have you
confused.
ever
You think
voted?
now,
Have
now
you
hold
have
up
you
a
ever
second. Let me
voted?
let me get back in. Let me get back in because Kamala proposed that she give a 50% tax cut to the middle class. And that could
no,
that
I
could
didn't say
affect a
that
lot of
logic.
African
I
Americans.
said specifically for my vote, just like
What do
they
you
do with
want?
everybody
You
else.
And
you
what do
said
you want?
specifically for our people, right? So
Yeah,
that could
yeah.
affect a large
I
amount
ain't
of
talking
African
about the
Americans.
whole middle class. I'm talking about look at to say, hey man,
Oh,
we
well,
recognize. Hold up,
now
as a
you're being
government. Hold up,
unrealistic.
no, no,
Then
no. What I'm saying is, as a government, we recognize that these people is in last place, like all three of us are. How are they in last place? Let's look at why these people are in last place and see what we can do to try to help.
No, I think Jane, this is the
That's
you know
crazy. Y'all
you
don't agree with that though.
listen.
Y'all want them to help everybody.
Do you
Y'all with
think that
that kind of logic.
yeah, James? Do you think that the way to get us up out of this position is to put more African Americans in places of power, like in terms of the government, in terms of mayors and governors? Do you think that that is the route to get
Well,
us out of the situation we're in?
not under the carrying structure that this country is in
You
because
see the narrative
hold on
logic. You see what I'm saying?
because
This is
if it's controlled by the big
see now you
corporations,
understand,
if
right?
it is controlled by the big corporations who the lobbyists that
See,
make them
that's all.
people.
yeah,
Okay,
That's
well
all.
at
let's
That's all
that
you got to do.
which one of these
at
presidents
that
is
point
going to
you
go
just
against,
want
watch
anarchy.
this,
He's
which one of these
anti-government.
presidents is
That's what
going
I'm
to go
saying.
against Israel?
He's
Which one
anti-government.
of
That's
these
all.
presidents that you're going to vote for in a couple
So
next month is going against Israel?
I know I could get up. I know I could
Which
tease
one of
you
them
out,
are going
James.
against Israel right now?
you,
Why
you,
won't they go against Israel when the
yeah,
rest of the world is saying what they're doing is wrong?
you see, but you still ain't answer the question. Ask you a
See,
simple question.
y'all don't wanna deal with this shit the right
Yeah,
way.
you an African. You're anti-government, bro.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm pro African. I'm pro African. That's what I am. I'm not anti-government. The government is against African people based on
Yeah,
what
but
you just all identified
we pro
as us
African
being in
Americans too, though.
last place. We all identified us being in last place, and I don't think that
Right.
neither one of us on here is illiterate.
Who's the
I don't
last
think
person,
we
James?
dumb.
Who's the last
I don't
person
think
you voted
none
for?
of that about none of
What's
you
the
people.
last? What's the last president you voted for? The president you voted for
The
personally?
last and the only president I voted for was Barack Obama.
It's Barack Obama.
And
Yeah.
only.
Right. It's the only
Yeah,
time you voted.
why would I vote for
Right. That's good.
any
That's
of
good.
the other ones?
That's good. That's good.
Right.
So
So
could you
what did
give me
Obama do
a
specifically
reason
for black
Yeah.
why
people?
would
Since
I vote for
Yeah.
any
And
that's
what
the
other
was you?
standard
president?
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
set.
What was you hoping for? Hoping
I was
to
hoping that
see
he
from
was going to
Obama?
do something for my people.
Like what?
Wasn't
Like
that what everybody was hoping?
what would he have done that would have been like? Because he only can do what he can do as a president. He's not like as a dictator, right? You're not putting
No,
goddamn
no,
an
no. And
army on the
I'm not
throne.
saying that if we was hoping that he don't do nothing for nobody else, but we was hoping that he would at least do something to make things right for us. Who don't want that when you
Yeah,
know
but
you in last place?
yeah,
Come
but
on, brothers. Y'all
even
got to
with the
stop this. Really, we should not even be arguing about this. We should be already chronologically aligned with with our history, and we should be talking about the shit y'all want to talk about now. But we mostly argue with y'all about the chronology of African history when we got great ancestors, smarter than any of you on this panel, because y'all have not been through this
y'all
history
don't
like
argue
they
with
have.
us about no goddamn chronology. Y'all argue about whether they goddamn black or not. That's what we are. That's what y'all want to argue about.
Okay, so
Or wherever
then
they
watch
call
this,
themselves,
Logic.
wherever they
No,
call
no, okay.
themselves niggas.
Now, let me say this. Watch this. You an intelligent brother, right? If I put on the screen that these people got in Africa genetically, the people that we see today,
See,
if they
see,
got see, you don't want to deal
see.
with that.
You
If
want to
I
talk
put
about
it
whether
on the
they black or
screen,
not.
see, no, because they said that they're not. So the onus ain't. We didn't start this fight. We was indoctrinated and given some history where Hero Benner is Ramesses the third. You understand that? They told us that we wasn't nothing. We didn't
I
have
get
no
that.
history.
I
Dr.
get that.
Clark got it. Y'all need to go look at it. A Great and Mighty Walk. Anybody that's listening to this, please go watch this tonight,
I've seen the
tomorrow,
video.
whenever
I've
you.
seen the
Now
video
go
years
watch it
ago. It's an
again
old
because
video, man. I've
it
seen the
don't
video.
matter how old it is because
I've seen the video.
that's American history. See, now it's old.
Just
This is
meaning I've
this the
seen the
history
video.
that y'all talking
Man,
about.
you
We
just
need to
ranting.
be. Hold up. This is the history y'all talking about. It's important, American history. But now that history that I'm telling y'all to go look at is too old. So what are we gonna do with that?
I said it's old. Meaning I've
It's
already
not old. It's
seen it.
valuable because it's telling you at the time that he
You
was
don't.
in,
You
the
just
position
argue,
of our
man. You don't
people at
even. You
his
don't
time frame.
listen. You just argue. You don't even
That's
listen.
crazy.
You don't even listen.
All right,
I'm
peace.
not.
Let me mute that.
I said it's old, meaning I've already seen it. Not that it's not valuable. Like you just go all off the rails. I'm gonna say, yeah, I've seen that one. Like I think most people in the college community have seen uh, Long Mighty Walk, uh, a Great Mighty Walk, I think it's called with John Henry Clark. That's like one of his classic songs. You feel me? Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think, Jay, you just
No, bro.
head tired.
I'm just pro us. And I take offense to y'all being mad because I love us.
I'm not.
That
This
shit
ain't
is
enough to make
crazy.
me. I
Why am
said,
I fighting with
why am I
somebody
being?
I love? Why
It
I
ain't
gotta
enough to
fight
make me
with
mad
y'all
at you.
about like why we gotta fight with y'all about
You
getting our shit together?
Why are
to
we
you is
fighting?
it's a
Crazy.
fight
Why are
because
we
you
fighting?
convince yourself
No, I didn't convince shit.
that
This
there's
is
Why are we
only
crazy.
fighting?
He
one
said
way to
I
get it
convinced
done,
myself.
yo.
No,
This is
I
a
Yeah, you
didn't.
didn't
conversation.
convince
No, I
yourself
didn't.
this is the
I
only one
no,
possible
no,
way to
I
get it
didn't. This
done.
ain't just no James. Don't stop that.
That is you.
This is
That's
the
you.
consensus of your people.
Nah.
Oh, see, you don't know about it.
No,
You
I
don't.
mean,
You
so
don't know. See what it is.
if
What you
you be
telling us
honest,
is you don't know
if you
about the
could be
consensus.
honest, if you
You don't
could
I'm
know
be
about the
saying,
honest,
consensus.
that has never been a broad sweeping agreement among the Black Americans. It was never that popular among Black people, all the Black Americans in America, even when it first came out.
When what first came out?
John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben, you
Okay.
can't like just
So
you
word,
can't
word.
just go to
Watch
your
this. Watch.
nearest buck stop and
This
say,
crazy.
"Hey, do you know who Dr. Ben is?" They don't know who those
So
people
okay
are.
now okay we in America. You should know that type of information ain't gonna be publicized just straight out in the open like that. They not gonna
because
put him on the fucking
oh,
news and be
It's
like
on YouTube.
they
it's a
not.
It
dangerous
is in
weapon.
the public.
Because
Man, a
it's
lot of
too
most of the
dangerous.
video it comes from Clemson Brown,
Too
which is
dangerous.
was the
It'll get you
videographer
killed
in
and
New
so forth.
York, huh?
Mhm.
No,
Too,
I'm saying it is public information, but I'm saying
Man, we got the NSC.
it
Y'all
was never
spoiled.
as
I
popular
think
as you're
like
Man,
trying to
that
say
look,
it
do
I
you
is.
think
know?
I
See,
think
see
you know
this,
I
this
think
hold
some of
on.
the
I gotta tell y'all
hold
this.
on. Let me just say
Slow
let
down,
me
folks.
no
Watch this.
let me get this out. Let me get
Yeah,
this out,
go
James.
ahead. This is
And
crazy.
I want to say
So
this right
y'all something
because
new.
we had this conversation about it a little earlier, and I don't think, like I said, it ain't fighting. James. We having the conversation. Don't look at it as a fight. I think too when y'all touched on the kind the other day when you talked about people like Sheikh and Joe and Theophilo Bang and Dr. Ben, and the fact that like I think like African history is important. We have to understand that they taught African history, even Van Sertima, stuff like that. They didn't teach any African American history. I'm saying so in that context, it's like so a lot of people that love them, they get more stuck on the ancient stuff because they revere them, and I'm not knocking anybody for revering them. You know what I'm saying? Some of them I do revere. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't do anything as far as teaching African Americans about African American history. And I think that is the
Who didn't do that?
in terms of I would take out John Henry Clark for the people I
Now
named
we gotta take people, we gotta exclude people.
because I named Van Sertima because that's what people love a lot. Dr. Ben,
They were
Shake
teaching
Anta
in
Joe.
classrooms, right, in universities.
No, they didn't teach African American history. You
They
understand?
taught Africana studies, bro.
No, but they
That's an
did.
encompass of not just Africa.
No, no,
You
no.
know
But
that, right?
but
Where is
you know
Brother
that.
Reggie at?
But I'm saying, do you know the difference between African history and African American history? Like
Okay.
when,
Well,
like I'm
can we
talking
look
about
up what Africana
people
studies?
like
Let's see.
I'm
Let's see
talking
what
about no,
Africana
no, no,
studies encompasses, right?
no, no. I'm
Because
talking
it's a
about
chronology on that as well. When we were able to put these off, like Brother
I'm talking
Flag
about in
and all
terms of
of these
when we
people
look
that
at
we talked to.
name the Dr. Van Sertima book or the Dr. Ben book that he wrote that talk about African American history, so I can go read. Name one of them, or one by Sheikh Anta Joe, or Theo Follow Bang, all these books. Like name one by them that I can go look at when they're talking about African American history.
You said name who? Other than Ivan Van
Name a
Sertima. So now
name a
wait,
book
I'm
that
trying to
they
see if
wrote.
you're trying to get
Ivan Van
out
Sertima, Dr.
Dr.
Ben,
Clark,
Sheikh Anta Joe. I'm saying no, Dr. Clark
Chancellor
was a history.
Williams. So exclude
Yeah, but
Chancellor
see,
Williams.
the reason I leave Dr. Clark out because Dr. Clark he's an he's an African American, so of course he
So
teaches
what
African
about
American.
Chancellor Williams? What about him?
Chancellor Williams, yeah, Chancellor Williams is African American, but I don't think he taught about African American history. The structure of the
What?
black civilization, structure
Bro,
of a
y'all
black
is you
civilization
damn
wasn't,
kids. But let me explain
but
something to
hold on,
y'all. Do y'all know? Hold on. Let me ask
but
y'all something. Do
but
y'all know
first,
when hip hop first came out?
now
Right?
you're going over hip
Now,
hop
see,
Yeah,
because
first.
you
I want y'all
hold
to,
on,
I want y'all
James.
to
You
understand
Jesus
laughed.
how this
You
Christ.
laughed,
crazy.
James.
Because
You
it's funny to
laughed
me
like
because I
you
know
dis.
y'all young. I
No,
know
you.
y'all gotta be young. Some of the
He
shit y'all
just
be saying.
jumped. He just
You
that
Yeah.
nigga
said
James is
Chancellor
wild.
Williams didn't teach history.
No, he said
He did not say
African
that.
American history.
Yes, he
He
did.
he taught
Well,
African
he
American
thought,
history.
yeah, he dealt with African American history. He dealt with what
What
happened
book?
here in America too. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about our plight here in America, and he's taking it back as far as he probably can take it as well.
No.
You
Chancellor
tripping, nigga.
Williams.
Chancellor
You tripping.
Williams.
Oh man,
The
hold up.
destruction of black civilization wasn't dealing with African
So
American
you
history.
so is Chancellor Williams an African American?
See,
Yes.
he tried that. He go twist it. He
I'm
go
trying to
twist
figure this out because I'm
it.
tripping.
You know what we asking, bro.
No, hold on, I'm asking y'all because
I'm
maybe
saying they
I'm
didn't
lost.
teach African American history, and that's why we
Bro,
love.
encompassing off in his book is more than just Egypt.
Yeah, it's
Africa.
African. He talked
He's
about
talking about the whole
Africa.
totality of Africa, how we got in the situation we got in, the destruction of African civilization. He's talking about the whole totality of why we in this
Right,
situation.
but it's not African American history. Like
Oh,
he's not going to talk about Hubert Harrison
why
and
y'all
Frederick
separating
Douglass and
yourself
like
from
that.
y'all homeland like that? That's your history too.
That you don't want to play.
All of it.
Dance. You know what we said. You just play dumb. You get the
No,
point.
because it's cool. I'm literally
You get the
scratching my
point.
head right now.
You get the point, James. You get what
No,
I'm saying.
I'm confused
And
too.
I'm not saying that Chancellor Williams shouldn't have did what he did, but I'm saying it's like we got stuck on the ancient stuff because those were some of the people we idolized, Van Sertima and Jake Joe, and they taught African history.
Okay, well, see, but hold up now. What I'm trying to get you to understand is after they found out about our history, they came up with a plan.
What was the plan?
See what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know.
Teach, brother, teach.
So Dr. Clark hooks up with
Mhm.
Malcolm X and they form the OAAU. See, you laugh. You laughing at your
No,
own
no,
history.
no. I don't.
The American history that you talking about, you
I
want to
deal with
know,
Malcolm
which you
X. I
don't
deal.
know.
Go ahead.
I'm
I deal
telling
with
you, and
Malcolm
you
X.
laughing at.
I deal with Malcolm X and John Henry. Go ahead, bro. I'm not
Okay,
knocking that.
so they came up with a plan for us based on the time that they were in.
Right. John Henry Clark and Malcolm X. You
We
talking
should
about?
be aware of this plan. It's called the OAAU, and it's something like it's just a 5-point plan. And you know, we have right to modify the plan based on what's going on in 2024.
And
But
who
if you
was
go
that?
and
And
look
you
through,
talking
if you
about
go
John
and
Henry
look through
Clark
and
and
Malcolm X,
where was
if you go look at the plan, just go type
yeah,
in the
so what does that do with so what about the other ones I brought up? Like people like Van Sertima, Shake Hands, Job, and Dr. Ben, like
you asking us what y'all asking about what do we do with the history, how can it does it have value. I'm telling you that after they reviewed the history they came up with a plan in modern times.
I didn't say it didn't have you just be twisted up. I didn't say it didn't have value. I said that
Man,
our
y'all
important was
I don't know
placed.
what is
I
can I
said
tell
that
my
the
hip-hop story, bro,
That
please?
that
go ahead,
plan that
go
plan
ahead tell your hip
also
hop story.
quotes that we can own this country, which should be very problematic. But go ahead. I just want to throw that in there.
Well, if you have the backing of your homeland and the resources of Africa, you probably could if you was thinking like a real. But anyway, let me tell you this
You
story
mean like
about
the
hip hop. Like,
African
see, now
military,
let me
the
see, like
whole
y'all okay,
continent
like watch
with
this,
one
y'all.
military? Is that what
Watch
you're
this,
talking
watch
about?
this. Yeah, you got to have a military if you're gonna protect yourself. But
Right.
either which way, I know y'all might be scared of that, but either which way it go, back in the day, I know y'all might be young, but I bet y'all got some kids, right? What is y'all oldest kids? What is y'all? My son is like 30, 37. So what is y'all oldest child?
19.
Okay, so
18.
okay, Logic.
I don't have no kids.
Okay, wow. But man, we need you to start procreating because we our numbers is low. But either which way it go, back in the day, people like if you had I don't know if your son would probably know what a beeper was. You know how to so history is moving in light speed around here. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, when hip hop first formed, people in New York would have music that we never heard in the South or the West Coast. Do you know it took us 2 years to get that information before us to get that album or that record? The same thing when John Henry Clark was teaching in New York. We didn't know that history this way. That's why you don't see Hebrews on the corner in Texas until 2015. This information spread faster via the internet. Do y'all understand that? I gave y'all that reference of hip hop to show y'all that information wasn't traveling as fast as y'all think. Now you do have some people that knew about the information, like Brother Flag, but it was a very few people that was in that fight. But we're trying to gain momentum now since we can all communicate now on the internet, which they trying to stop because they just stopped the African stream for being able to be viewed. They saying they trying to suppress it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy? You ain't never
I don't know
heard,
nothing about that. I
you
don't know
ain't
nothing.
never heard the
James,
internet trying to suppress
James,
a group of that's
James,
crazy.
James, you can make a Discord and all y'all could be in there and talk to each other, communicate, bro.
But
It's not that
I'm
complicated,
talking
nigga.
about being able to put it on YouTube or on these other platforms. They're starting to make sure that they're not able to. And I understand what you're saying is workaround, but they're still going to limit you instead of having that front row view, like where a lot of people go to view their content at, right? So that's suppressing.
I've
That's
never
a
heard of the channel.
suppression
So.
of certain people's information. You
I've never heard of the
understand?
channel, but I see the dude searching for Haru channel and a couple
Yeah,
other
yeah,
dudes
yeah.
that
It's
do
a
their
lot of
thing.
good channels
And there's
out here.
another African dude. I see there's plenty of African dudes that have channels.
But I know, but this
Everything.
just happened within the last 2 weeks. So if you ain't up on it, go look up.
Like I don't know who that is.
Go look up what I'm talking about. I
But
didn't just
why?
make
Yeah,
up.
but
I just didn't put it out my ass, as they say.
you-
You know what I'm saying? Pause. But that's just how it
so
goes.
yeah, you're saying YouTube shut it down because they realized they were trying to help the black man, and then they
No,
want.
no, I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying that they probably are trying to suppress information from getting around the world. That's what they
What
do.
kind
Though
of information? Like,
this is what they do
what
historically.
kind of
Like
information?
so, you
Saying
shocked, huh?
what? I'm
You
saying,
shocked
yeah,
now.
I am shocked, Jay. You know a lot, nigga. I'm new, nigga. I can't believe this
You
shit,
can't
Jay.
believe
I'm
that they
like, the
would do
fuck?
this, huh,
I
Sosa?
can't believe I trust these white folks. I can't believe
That's
they turned
crazy.
on me like you trust Jay. You crazy as hell, bro.
Yeah,
You funny
I
as hell,
love
Jay.
y'all though. You know what I'm saying? So this is all been fun to me.
You a wild nigga, Jay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
ain't tripping.
But
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
tripping.
get y'all young asses to get on the right squad, bro. That's what it's about. Y'all got babies. You got to teach y'all. We got to teach these babies the right history, man. It's important.
Yeah. Like I said, my man, listen, I don't think I
We
had a
all got
conversation. I ain't
miseducated
have a
for history.
conversation with my daughter or my son about Egypt yet.
Don't, because you need to study. Yeah, don't do that.
That's a
Man,
good
I'm
shot.
telling you, bro. I'm not
That's
saying
a
this as
good
no
one. That's
look.
a good shot.
When I first found out,
That's a good shot.
when I
That
first
was a
found
shot.
out, it took me maybe about 4 years before I brought that to my family. When I brought it to
Man.
my family, my son, he was probably at the time he was just graduating high school. And when
Not
I told him,
important.
hold up, he was like 17 or 18. And when I told him, he started crying. He was
Yeah, I don't
17
see
or
what.
18. He said, "You don't believe in God?" I
Oh,
said, "No,
they know I don't believe in God. That's not something that they know I don't
yeah, that's what he
know
was
that.
thinking when you were indoctrinated with Christians. That's what he was thinking I was saying. He didn't understand that I'm talking about history, but now he's okay. But at the time when I broke the news to him, they was re-indoctrinated with the Jesus thing. That shit was a shock. It's
Yeah, yeah. I
similar.
mean, I
You know what
started
I'm
that
saying?
early. Yeah, yeah. None of my kids are in the church. Like I didn't force
Yeah.
them out, but they didn't go that route. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, but
but
like I said, I don't talk to my daughter about Egypt because that's not paramount to her navigating you know what I mean, the world that she's in. Now, if she was curious about it, I would educate her on it. She saw someone talk to me about it, and yeah, but like that's not what I'm not filling her head with that type of stuff. You know,
yeah,
that's
yeah, that's
that for
cool.
me,
I mean,
for us, bro. That, like this, it's just extracurricular activities for us. You know what I mean?
yeah, for some, not
Yeah,
us.
like yeah, it's not. Yeah, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like you would agree, like the like learn the basic African American history first. You can agree with that. Make at least get that down.
Yeah, we already
Now,
know that.
now,
That's
Right.
what
now
we
hold up a
That's
what
all.
we
second. Now
That's
what.
all we.
hold up a
That's all we
second.
Go
saying, bro.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
That's
Because
all we
let's
saying,
be
bro.
honest, other than
What up, DQ?
self-esteem and confidence, you haven't given me something that says it's worth hiding it from us,
Man, you
right?
know what I learned,
You haven't.
Logic? This is what I hate to do this.
Because
This is I'm
now,
gonna
if
tell
it's
you.
not worth
In my
hiding it from
experience,
us,
in my
if it
experience,
ain't worth hiding it from us, then I mean,
did they
like,
hide it
why
from
would
us?
they?
Did they hide it from us? Yes
I'm
or
saying,
no?
other than self-esteem and confidence, you haven't given me a reason of why they would need to hide it from us. So what would we get out of it other than the self-esteem and confidence?
So self-esteem and confidence ain't important.
I mean, is that all you need?
I'm just asking you, is it important?
Yeah, it's important.
So good. That's all. That's all we need to know. That's
That's
important. That's
that's
some
it.
shit that they kept from us that was important that we needed to
I'm
know.
saying, like, so
And now we all
that
agree that we know this is important. So you need to be trying to figure out
so
how
so
you
they
going to
so they out here
incorporate.
killing people because they're
This what I
giving
need.
black
This
people
what I'm gonna do.
self-esteem and confidence.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I can't tell y'all how y'all gonna incorporate it to make y'all life better. I can't do that for y'all. Y'all gonna have to do that on y'all
Well,
own.
tell you what, give me examples of what you did. How you did it to make your life better. How did you use the knowledge of Egypt to improve your life? Like that's good. That's a good start. What did you do?
So how did I do it?
How did
Well,
yeah? How did you use
so
that ancient knowledge to better your life?
so basically, just like I said,
Hmm.
before I knew about this, I was dealing from a Christian point of view as far as the historical worldview. Before I knew that Africans had created civilization and everything that these people had indoctrinated my people with. How about that?
Yeah, they didn't create. Yeah, Africans didn't create civilization. They created a civilization, but they didn't create civilization.
So
Like,
okay,
the
well just
fuck?
type in what is the okay. So let me just
Yeah,
say this
yeah,
here.
but they
Let me
didn't.
just say this.
No, I'm saying, but
I'm only
James,
concerned with my
James.
people. Hold
Yeah,
up. Let me
right,
just
right,
say this.
right. But
Let me
yeah,
just help you out. I'm
I'm
only
just trying to
concerned with
get.
my
I'm just
people.
trying to
So
get the
slow down.
conversation.
Slow down.
Jay,
I'm only concerned with my people. So
I
now when
get
I'm
that.
looking for myself, I'm
I
looking for
get
the
that.
oldest documented African civilization.
I get
So
that, bro.
which
I get
what
that.
civilization would I run into if I was
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it?
No, let's just say Africa is older. I don't. That's not my thing. So let's get back to how, because I was trying to figure
What
out
up,
how,
DQ?
like, how old were you when you found out that Africa had a civilization? That Africa had a very ancient old civilization. How old were you when you came across that knowledge?
Well, let me say, before I knew anything about this, I really didn't even think I was African like that. My sister, let me
What you
tell you
think you
this.
was?
Watch this. Let me tell
What
you
the fuck?
another story.
What you
Watch this.
think? No, 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 no. Tell
See,
that
Listen.
story.
I
What
ain't
do you?
go through the trauma that James
Yeah,
went through.
yeah,
Yeah. I didn't. You know,
You
no,
was
no. Tell
very
me.
lost.
I was just like most
What?
African
My nigga
Americans,
said very
anti.
low.
Like, okay, you know how these FBA type of people are. I had that type of. I'm not an
You was
African.
the
I'm an
elbow?
African. I'm an African American, and an African ain't got shit to do with me. That's how I was. You know.
Yeah,
And then let me
okay.
tell you this story. My sister married a Nigerian. My brother-in-law, Cam Ogunliye. She married him, and when she
Woo.
married him, I said, "Why is you marrying an African?" That's what I asked, not knowing my black ass was an African.
Was you a
See,
Moor or
so that's
something?
how fucked up your mind is
What religion was
when you
you?
got the wrong information.
Thinking you was in a cult or something, Jay. You
Hebrew
drift.
No,
Israelite.
I was indoctrinated
James.
with American history.
Hey James, it seems like you're overcompensating now. That's like a lot of people are getting a grasp of it because this is shocking to us. We didn't think that you didn't think you were even African. Like,
Most of us don't want to associate
No,
with
I'm no, I'm saying American history teaches you that you African,
Right.
James. If you
Did you go to school?
I mean, where else did
I'm
they
talking
pick us up
about the
from?
yeah,
I'm
that's
talking
yeah.
about
Did
the
you go to school?
associate. I'm
Like,
talking about
did you
a
drop out?
See now, y'all got to be totally fucking illiterate right now. Y'all
No,
are
apparently
different.
you.
Hold
Y'all
on,
got
hold on. Let me
James
tell
Apparently
you what's
you
cussing
going
are
out.
on.
illiterate.
Y'all
Apparently
are
Y'all
you
got
different.
are.
James
Hold up.
cussing and calling us
I'm
names
talking
and
to
all
people
that.
right now on the panel that want to differentiate themselves from Africa, right?
No, we do not.
Yes, y'all
no,
do.
not at
Because y'all
all.
Ain't
said
nobody ever
that we
said that.
African Americans, and why we value history in Africa. This the crew I'm
James,
talking to
I
right
want
now.
to know
So
more
let's
about how
not be
you grew
confused
up.
about how this goes.
I'm curious about how you grew
So
Stay
up.
I'm
on,
trying to say,
Associate.
like,
Don't let them leave.
because
I'm
I was once
curious about.
illiterate, and now I understand my history, that I'm in the same position that
Right.
y'all are in now, because y'all are the ones that confused and saying we don't need no African history.
Yes.
Not me.
Right. So
I'm
you didn't.
already
James.
past the hurdle that
No,
y'all ain't
listen.
jumped
So
over.
you didn't. I'm saying you didn't think you was African. How do you think you got to America? Or like, what was
I
your
knew about
story?
slavery, but I'm not a continental African. I'm not them people. That type of shit.
Oh, you was
The
on that
same
time.
shit y'all on right now.
No, you try to do this shit to us.
Why you projecting,
You
brother?
No, I'm not
projecting,
projecting.
James.
I'm just telling y'all what y'all on right now. See, y'all
Nah,
think
you
we don't.
projecting.
See, y'all
He
Hey,
think
just
that
called
we
himself
don't.
a
Y'all
hey,
think
continental
that people
African,
James.
that
though. That
see
was
what y'all
James.
think is people that have already been where y'all at don't see where y'all at.
Yeah, you
That's what the
tripping,
problem
man.
is.
You
Yeah,
tripping.
I
I think
never
I was
been
about
where
to
you
say,
was at.
James,
I
you
never was
definitely
I
there
know
either.
you
projecting.
ain't been where you ain't at where I'm at right now. Shall we see that?
Yeah,
ooh, that
I
was
promise you I ain't where you at.
I know, and that's a shame. I hope you get here one day.
Jesus,
Oh,
You
James.
want me to
shit.
Wow.
go backwards, my nigga?
No, the chronology of history starts with Kemet. You would be
Okay.
going backwards if you want to be stuck in Islam, or be stuck in a Moorish history, or be stuck in one of these other
Right.
Abrahamic.
What was the first book that? What was the first book you read that changed that path, changed your path? Like
Well, it wasn't
who was your
even books,
first
because
person?
I'm in an age right now where it's internet age. It
No, no,
wasn't even books. It was really just listening to people having these type of conversations that drew my interest to make me go fucking study instead of
So
be
you
on
was
this
an
motherfucker
adult? You was
talking.
So
a
you,
adult?
oh my God, you
I
just
started studying. Then I started reading books. You want me to show you my library right now?
no. I'm saying like, what age were you, bro? I'm trying to
I was
figure.
37.
Ah,
Y'all don't know shit right now. Y'all arguing with me.
damn,
Man, look, baby, how old is y'all? Y'all don't
jeez,
know shit right
Hey,
now.
James.
Y'all on here arguing
Hey,
with me about the
James.
chronology of
I
African
can
history.
say this, James. I can
And
actually say this.
y'all up here, and y'all like, wow.
Hey, can I say something real
That's
quick,
5%.
James? Can
Go
I say
ahead.
something real quick, James? One thing, my daddy and my uncles were very Afrocentric. So I, as a young age, I'm talking about as 12, 13, 14, I had to read Autobiography of Malcolm X, Black Struggle, Stolen Legacy, ISIS Papers. Like I had all these greats that you name, and I read these books, and I was able to apply that through my scholastic journey going through regular grade school. But there's no magical formula like if you know this information, you're just gonna get wings and fly. It's like there are some people who knew this information, James.
yeah, I'm saying I
From
read the
different
autobiography of Malcolm X. I was like
So
17. I was
hold
in high
on.
school when I read
This
that.
this was crazy. So if now, because we having a conversation with people that don't agree about the chronology of which way we should go, right? How y'all definitely
No,
disagree
we are.
that
You
Egypt should
disagree
not
with
be. Y'all definitely agree that Egypt is not an
nobody says
African
that.
civilization.
Nobody said that.
It's
See,
not a black
nobody
African.
said
he
that.
It's not
always
a
do
That's
black.
that.
It's
ignorant,
not a
James.
black African.
He
Yeah, that's the team
always, he
y'all on.
always, he
Now y'all
always
want to.
make
So
this.
y'all back on our team
Hey,
now? Is that what
James,
y'all saying? Okay,
James,
so y'all on our team again.
stop with
Jay
this
just say wild
dualistic
shit.
dichotomy, bro. You do
So
a
y'all on
dualistic
our team again. That's
dichotomy,
what
bro.
y'all saying. I want to hear.
No, what we're
You just,
saying is no one is claiming that
Look, see
Egypt is
Muhammad
not
Ali,
an
like, yeah, I'm on y'all team. You see Muhammad, he was like, yeah, I'm on y'all team. I see you, Muhammad. God damn it. You see
This
Muhammad
nigga
was shaking
James
his
is
head,
funny.
yeah, I'm
This
on
nigga
y'all
James
James
is
is
team.
funny,
DQ,
bro.
what
That's
y'all
exactly
doing
what
out
I'm
there in
talking
Texas,
about.
bro? What is in the
Hey,
water
I
out
don't. Hey, bro,
I
I
see,
don't
bro.
know, bro. I
Muhammad
still
came from the
James is in
ancestors and
Texas.
told us,
He
yeah,
in
we on
Texas.
your,
I
that
gotta rep
was
him on
deep.
that, but he losing me with this shit.
there?
That
This
Like,
is
shit
a
was
wild
crazy.
nigga.
let
This
somebody
is a wild
talk.
nigga.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah, nah, go
Yeah.
ahead. I just seen Muhammad that got hyped because it was
I
confirmation, bro.
got you. It's a good deflection, brother, but we're just trying to say
Yeah.
that there are some people who had this information, James. But it's all gravy train, bro.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
saying,
so
like,
who had the information? You from Waco, right?
Yes, I am, James.
So Who had the information in your community?
I just told you that my father had all those books.
So just somebody in your family. So
No.
when you walked out the door,
there was more people. All right, let me say this.
So you telling me,
James, don't start that, James. Don't keep asking me question after question.
You know I know about Waco, right?
And I know you are older than me, so have some decorum. But I'm trying to tell you, there are many groups, especially the Alpha Phi Alphas who was in Waco. If you know about Waco, do you understand about the college that was there? You understand about the black college that was in Waco?
Well, I don't know about no black college.
You don't know about Paul Quinn College? Do you know about
I know about Paul Quinn.
All right, have you heard about The Great Debaters? You seen that movie?
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
Paul Quinn, listen. Paul Quinn College is all through that. It was represented by a lot of black males from the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity that's in Waco, Texas. My family lineage comes from there. He always had books. Don't try to act like we was in. There's no. Let me finish first.
Is Paul Quinn College
Let me finish first,
I'm
bro.
asking you, is it Paul Quinn College?
Let me finish first, James.
Don't worry about it. I'll look it up.
Thank you. Let me finish first, James. Everybody was in triple black darkness selling crack. There were some people who were reading books and passing it down to their children. So stop with that shit. I was trying to put a broad blanket over shit, brother. You got to relax with that, James.
Talk to him.
So Paul Quinn College is not even in Waco.
It was in Waco. That's where it originated. Then it moved to Dallas.
Well, I asked
research.
You that,
do your Googles.
I asked you that
real quick. Do your Googles real quick.
Do
your Googles. Ask ChatGPT. Because you're trying to say some stuff just to try to get a gotcha point. I'm just trying to state a point that you're not. You don't. Oh, I'm not holding on. You've been talking this whole time. Okay, what I'm trying to say is your POV is not the only POV that people will have, James. Just because you're older, it shows that there are some things you want to breast to. Okay? I was pre-internet and with internet. So I feel like I had a good blend. I'm glad I had a father who instilled Pan-African books where I did read them. And then I also learned the school scholastic stuff that they taught. So don't try to play that game and project your ignorance on people who wasn't enlightened with information and applied it.
So, like I said, your family, you was blessed to have a family.
He didn't hear nothing. He just, he don't listen.
No, because
he does not listen. He just waits to talk every single time.
He act like
every single time.
Education.
Every single time.
What our people are dealing with on a whole fucking whole country.
Man, you talking about you. What you talking about your person?
No, they asked me a question.
We said, how old was you when you got woke up?
Talk about their own personal.
You said mid-30s.
But we ain't talking about our own personal thing. We talking about
what's happening
to our whole community.
No, we were talking about
what happened to somebody's personal and somebody's
Nah, there you go.
That's what I'm talking about. We ain't talking about how we personally was
well, even in my community, my community knew Egypt was in Africa. My community knew more.
Okay. If your community knew this,
I ain't never thought Egypt was not.
I don't understand why people say that.
I learned the map at a very young age.
That's that 1900 shit he keeps.
Yeah, that's that old shit.
Yeah,
I can tell you this: in Texas, you got to take world geography in 6th grade. You gotta know that. Like, come on, bro, this is crazy.
We had maps in my class at 3rd grade.
So
the big globe you spin around. The big old globe.
These folks, hold on. All of these motion picture productions that these people have used.
Bro, I went to school. Forget what it was in the movie.
So this is just some fucking
I went to college
that I'm talking about, huh?
Bro,
all the shit that I'm talking about, the history I'm talking about is fucking fiction.
No, if you got your history from movies, you said you didn't start reading and knowing certain things until you were 37. We're saying we were reading this. Right. We're saying we were reading and understanding what you got now. We understood that as kids.
Thank you.
And I don't.
It was basic information to us.
Let me tell y'all.
Listen, now hold on, James.
Can y'all provide any documentation of y'all as a youth?
James,
as a youth,
it is ground.
Listen, so it's shocking to you that we had
hell no, because
it's groundbreaking.
So
we
when
had
people be
libraries,
on the
James.
internet fucking lying.
We had colleges, James.
Bro, if a 37-year-old would have
I
walked
don't
up,
believe you, DQ.
hold
and I
on.
don't believe
If
Hey,
a
you can
37,
Google my name.
y'all asses was indoctrinated with something
if
other
a
than what the fuck y'all talking about
37-year-old
today.
man would have
This nigga
came
here
up
is
to
crazy.
me,
Like a motherfucker.
if a
I already know.
37-year-old grown man would have came up to me when I was 16 and said he didn't know that Egypt was in Africa, I would have laughed at him. Do you understand that?
I didn't say that.
Oh,
I said
this
I didn't
nigga
know that
James is
Egypt was an
bugging.
African civilization.
Yeah,
when
I would have
was
laughed
37.
at.
that's
I would
a
have laughed
problem.
at him.
Y'all don't agree right now. Y'all think it's some Arab shit.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah,
don't.
bugging.
Y'all
Yeah.
don't think they black.
He just
The people
saying
on
that
the
to talk
Yeah, he
shit.
just talking. Yeah, he
He's
just
just
talking.
talking shit.
He just talking.
He's talking shit.
Now,
He's
James,
talking shit.
now we
I'm
know.
crazy.
We know
That's how
he
you do.
your
That's how you do.
Neanderthal.
Let me do this. It's
That's how you
rooted
do
a
it.
black
Neanderthal
African
base.
civilization. I need the answer from all
You
of y'all
just disgraced
right
yourself
fucking
up
now.
here, bro.
Yeah.
No, give me the answer.
Nigga James.
Egypt a black African civilization because like maybe me and Smash and we fucking crazy.
I don't know what
This
you was
nigga
smashing.
James. What the
Hey,
fuck was you
at this
doing for
Hey,
36 years,
At
my
this
nigga?
point,
Like,
at this
Don't matter
point,
what I was doing with for
at
36
this point,
I know
James,
that
what the hell
more
was
than
you
y'all
I don't know
today.
what you and smashing them got going on over there at this point.
We said that Egypt is a black African civilization like most
That's
of
the
our
only
history.
thing y'all got going for y'all.
36
So
years.
now what are y'all saying? What are y'all
Swear to
saying? Do
God.
y'all agree or do y'all
Hey,
disagree?
James, I'm gonna go. I'm
Answer
gonna
the
go with the.
question.
I'm gonna
Instead
go
of
with the
giggling like little
symposium.
girls.
Y'all
I'm gonna
better
go with the
read.
symposium. I'm gonna go with the symposium. Symposium said it was an African civilization.
Y'all need to go read y'all glyphs some more.
I said, was it a black African civilization?
So you ain't gonna take my answer? I said it was an African civilization.
No, but did you hear what the
He said
question
you gotta,
asked?
you gotta
Yeah,
say
you
black.
got. You
yes or no?
gotta say what he said.
Is
gotta
it,
say
I gotta
black.
say what he
it's just a
said.
yes or no?
This shit
What
crazy.
kind
I'm
of
telling you
All
a
you have to
dichotomy.
do is say
I
yes or
got
no.
a
I don't
dichotomy.
agree that it's a black
All
African
Africans ain't
civilization.
the
Just
same.
say yes or no.
Gotta be a
Do
black
you or
Hey.
do you not agree that
Hey,
it's a black
Pan-African
African
James.
civilization? Yes or no? It's that
Pan
simple.
African James.
See?
I don't acquiesce to a false premise. Boom. Brought that one
That's
back
enough.
up.
I'll just give you enough.
I'll give you whatever.
So therefore, you still lost.
I'm still lost. James, you just woke up
and
at 36.
So you've been
You woke
reading
up at
all.
36
You've been on
telling me
all
I'm
you've
lost.
been on
You
all
should have
your
never told us
life.
that shit,
You've been
James.
reading all your life, and you've
You
been
should
knowing.
never told
You've
us
been
This
that.
knowing
nigga
all
woke
your
up
family
at
taught you all
36.
this shit.
This
You
nigga
still
ain't
don't
open a
know
book
shit.
You
till he
woke
was
up at
37.
36, James.
37.
Come on,
don't
baby.
don't
You
lie
right
to
now,
yourself.
you
37
36 right now.
You should have
and
never
still
said
don't
that
know
shit
shit.
That
live,
shit
James.
is
So hold up.
crazy.
He
It's
talking about
over
my
for you,
age
bro.
at
It's
37.
over, James.
DQ, you 37 right now. You just prove you don't know shit.
It's
You
over for
picked
you,
What's
up
so
Dog,
bro.
a
I
what?
book
proved that I
at
know what
You
I'm
where I
37.
was at.
Bro,
DQ, you
I
where
read
I
a-
was at
I read a
37.
book
You don't
at
know shit right
15.
now.
I read a
Oh,
book
God.
at 15 that you didn't touch with your
Don't
fingers
matter what
until
you
you
read.
was
You
30.
just proved to us that you don't know shit right now. You say that
No,
it's not
I
a
really
black
do.
African
I
civilization.
said it was an
So
African
that means you don't
civilization.
know shit.
Everybody heard me, James. You just want me to say
No,
what
you
you
said
want
it's
to
an
say.
African civilization. You won't put
Of
black in
course.
front of it. That's what
Bro,
I'm
it's
saying. So you disagree.
you disagree with the symposium?
Do you know?
Do you disagree? Hold up. Don't tell me you disagree with Dr. John Henry Clark. Not you, James.
Dr. John
Not
Henry
you.
Clark believes that
Not you, James.
agreed that it's a
Not
black
you,
African
James.
civilization.
Not
So you say,
you,
hold up.
James.
Are you saying that Dr.
Not
Clark
you,
said that it's not a
James.
black African civilization?
Not
So,
you,
but it's not a white.
James.
So not a white
Man,
African.
y'all act like y'all talking to a kid.
Not you, James.
What's white Africa though? What do you consider what's white African? Then?
It's no such thing as a white Africa.
So why you need the black African? What's the other
I'm
kind of
telling you,
African?
I don't
that shit
need
sounds so
shit.
damn
You
stupid.
know what I'm saying? So what
Europeans
is the?
told us
I'm
it wasn't
saying
no black.
if you gotta say black
history.
African, that means that you gotta
It's
say
what's
that.
so crazy. Y'all defending European stances.
Nobody's
Right.
defending European. I'm defending your ignorance and trying
Europeans
to tell
told
us to
Africans.
say something.
Well,
You're
James,
projecting
I
what y'all
think,
telling
bro.
me is
James,
Dr.
I'm saying
Clark
they the
lying
other.
too.
I'm
Dr.
saying they the
Clark
other.
lying too, huh? When
They,
the white man
I
told him
I
he
ain't
didn't
gonna
have
call
no
them black
history,
Africans. They the
fucking
other.
making
They
that
the
up
other
too, huh?
African, James. They
Damn,
the
my
other
nigga
African.
James
So
didn't
Dr.
show the
Clark,
legacy till he was
Dr.
40.
Clark
That shit is
made
fucked
that
up.
up when the white man told him he come from people who have no history, huh? He made that shit up, huh?
What?
My
When
boy
Dr.
did
Clark
not read.
quoted that he talked to a European about
He
a
was
book
40.
on African history, the white boy told him that you come from a people who have no history.
Oh man,
So
that nigga
Dr.
was born in
Clark,
goddamn like 1910
so
or
he
some shit like that. I'm
done.
sure they said way worse shit than that to that nigga.
So see what
Get
I'm
out of
saying?
here, you little
Everything
niglet.
is fucking funny to y'all.
Oh
Y'all know
shit.
y'all fucking
Yeah,
wrong.
My
you
nigga James, damn. There was some information that I can see you
So,
were
so,
privy
and
to
so why would Dr.
at
Clark
an
have to
adult,
go to a European
It
to
and I
all
can
ask
tell
makes
about
he really
James.
got
history?
you messed
James,
up, there,
like you
bro.
make
Yeah.
so much
So
more
we
sense to me
so why
now,
would
bro.
Dr. Clark have to
It
go
makes
to
a
a
lot more
European
sense.
to
Yeah, I
find
get
out
it,
about
bro.
his history?
I get
Why
it. You
would
make a lot
Dr.
of sense to me
Clark
now.
have to go to a European to ask him for some history if he can
Damn,
write about it
James.
too?
I don't
Why?
know, man.
God damn, James.
Which one of y'all on the panel know more about history than Dr. Clark?
I don't know. I don't
I
think
know
Why
an
would I
eighth
listen
grader
to any
probably
of
know more
y'all?
than your ass when it comes to these reading these
Who?
books and
Dr.
shit. This shit
Who
is
know more
crazy.
than Dr. Clark? Which one of y'all?
You don't even agree with Dr.
No.
Clark. You over here talking shit.
What you mean? I don't agree. I believe
What
I
did he
agree
what did it say at the
that Canada is
symposium?
a Black African
What was the
civilization. Which one
agreement
again?
at the symposium? I bet you won't pull it up
That
right now
it
and
was a
read
Black
exactly what
African
they say.
civilization.
It was what?
That it was a Black African
It
civilization.
said there was nor black nor white. That's
No,
what it said.
that's what they said. But Diop
That's
never
what the
came out. See
symposium
what I'm
said,
saying?
bro.
See, this was wild about y'all. Y'all like to
Why you
do
keep
what
saying
Europe
y'all?
because
Why you keep saying
that's what
y'all?
y'all do. Y'all want to listen to what
Yeah,
Europeans
why y'all
say
keep saying
history is.
y'all?
Dr. Clark, Shake
Hey,
Hunter Diop,
James,
Theophilo
James,
Banger never agreed
are you
with
scared?
what the fuck they said.
Are you
We on our
scared of a
own
white
shit.
boogeyman,
It's an
James?
African civilization. It's a Black African civilization.
But they
James,
say you
Regardless of what
36 is a
Europeans
karate
is
class.
fucking talking
James,
about.
are you
That's what
scared?
the fuck it is.
Hey,
Y'all man,
yeah.
because we on the right path of history, and y'all
James,
still
Why
dumb.
would
are
we
you
be
scared
mad?
there's a white boogeyman?
God damn, Tommy.
You wild nigga, James.
Yeah, y'all wild. I like to make people feel ashamed of the dumbness
That nigga said
I
feel
don't
they say.
ashamed.
I don't
Yeah,
feel
you should be
ashamed.
ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, you gotta work a little
You got
harder,
to do
James.
a lot
I
You
ain't
more,
should be
a
ashamed yet.
ashamed of
whole lot
yourself.
more to make you feel
GQ for
ashamed.
coming on this
I ain't ashamed
motherfucking
yet.
coming
Keep
on the
going.
intertube
Keep working.
lying, talking about you been on your history since you came out the fucking womb. You a damn
I didn't
lie.
say that. I said since I was 13, 14, 15, my dad made me
So your
read
grandmama
books.
ain't a Christian?
My grandma is a Christian. My
See,
uncle is a Muslim.
see, they
My
all got me
mama.
confused too.
You could be a
What?
Christian and no African
Just like
history.
my grandparents, they
What's
confused. They
wrong
was
with
confused too.
you? Got a
Hold
problem
on.
with
You know,
Christianity?
Chancellor Williams was a
No, I have
Christian.
a
You know that,
problem
right?
with Africans having the wrong history.
But
That's what I have a
everything
problem
Chancellor
with.
Williams was a Christian. You know
Yeah,
that,
it's a
right?
problem for any
James,
African
boy.
to have the wrong history. It should be a problem.
Hey, I'm saying Chancellor Williams was a Christian. Though.
Yeah, but he had the wrong history. I don't give a fuck who it is. If you got the
So
wrong history, you got the
you said,
wrong history. I'm
oh,
not
you said,
discriminating on that
hold on.
shit.
You don't respect Chancellor Williams?
No, I didn't say that. I said he had the wrong history. That's what I said.
So Diop was a Muslim. He had the wrong
Yeah,
history.
yeah.
too?
If he was a Muslim, he had the wrong history.
He did.
No. He was a
So
Damn.
Muslim.
what?
No, I
Don't
think
matter.
he did.
I don't care.
Damn,
So
James.
now you
Damn,
going in?
James.
If you
You
got the
game
wrong
banging.
history, you got the
You
wrong
Ooh.
history.
game banging on bacon.
Now we got him out there. James
Yeah.
hot. Yeah.
No,
He
the
turned
truth.
into Umar Johnson.
Anybody that knows the truth about history, if they don't
Damn.
leave the falsehood of history, they still got the wrong history. Am I making something up?
Uh,
So
he
if
so
you
him
learn the
having
right history,
Shake
if you
out the
want to
job.
stay
He
a
a
Christian,
Muslim with the wrong
you just
history,
agree
and
that you got the wrong history.
And
I'm
you
saying
following the nigga.
and you following him. He
Huh?
the Muslim with the wrong history. You following that
Well,
nigga.
I said if he was a Muslim. I
He
didn't say
was
that.
a Muslim.
Y'all said that he was a Muslim.
Hey man,
You
That
didn't know
may
he
James,
have
was a
been
Muslim?
may
James,
have been what he was
to be
indoctrinated with, just like
100,
all of
James,
us.
Oh my God!
He
you
Now
may
you
just
have
trying to
suffer
get
changed
from
his
out.
people
mind once he
worship,
got the
bro.
right history too,
Jez,
but
you
I
a
don't
You
wild
know.
nigga.
suffer from people
You a
worship,
wild
bro.
nigga.
And
Real
Dr.
talk.
Ben was a Hebrew Israelite.
Right.
So you
And
saying
Calla was
he was
a
a
that's
Hebrew
in a
Israelite when he
lie.
died?
Like Malcolm.
So you saying he was a
Right.
Hebrew
Malcolm
Israelite
and
when he
Calla
died?
was, right?
So
Yeah,
all
yeah.
your heroes had the
Shout
wrong
out Fantane.
history.
Yeah, they
Oh
did,
my God,
and
Jay,
that's
you a
the
wild
problem.
nigga, bro. You a
Well, and
wild
that's
nigga.
crazy
The
because y'all
wild
ain't hearing me
boy.
say that that's the
The
problem.
wild
Just like
boy.
I told y'all that y'all not agreeing with the chronology of history, that's the problem. That's why we having a problem right now. If we
Damn,
would agree on
you
the
done
right history,
bossed
we
up.
could do something
I'm
else.
saying,
But
just stick.
y'all want
I'm
to disagree
saying,
with me.
James, you came to the light at 37. You done bossed up on Shake Angus joke.
Hey, go ahead and
Goddamn,
round it up. Round that up to 40, bro. Go ahead
Chancellor,
and round it up.
you done bossed up on all of them like that.
We're gonna round that up.
Well, most people, well, look, when Malcolm X died, he still was a Muslim, so he would have died with the wrong history, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he died lost.
Yeah, that's
James,
what you want to save yourself
Yeah,
from. You don't want
James,
to
you
Shake Angus joke
fucking
died
history.
lost. All
You
of them. Dr.
want to,
Ben
I
died
think
lost.
I value truth. I don't know about a lot of other people, But that's what
Yeah,
I
you said they
value.
died. Yeah, you saying they died lost. I get it.
Yeah, that's how
Khaled
it happened.
died lost.
My
Khaled died
grandmother.
lost.
Yeah, if the history is not correct,
That's a
then
sound bite.
Damn,
if the history is not correct, then you died with the wrong information.
you a cold nigga, Jay.
That's just, I
He the
mean, the world
coldest.
is cold.
Cold as
What's
wet
cold
That
today.
is
nigga
somebody
shake at
gave
the
us the
joke.
wrong.
That nigga
What's cold is
writing.
somebody gave us the wrong
I'm saying he writing,
information.
trying
That's
to
what's
educate
cold.
you, and you saying
This was cold,
that nigga
social.
lost.
Somebody gave us the wrong information. That's what's cold.
No,
That's how I
that's
think.
just not just religion, man.
It's just religion. But
Hey, Chef,
it got us
Yo.
fucked up.
can I
Oh,
share my
get him,
screen
Chef.
right quick?
Sleep
Do I
him,
just got
Chef.
the ability to do that?
Sleep him,
Yeah, I
Chef.
mean, Shake at the job believe in he follow evolution. I doubt that he think that we came from Adam and Eve.
Mm.
I think he was more intelligent than that.
Well, that's what Chef
So
just said. The man was a
No,
I
but he
Muslim.
just
was
said,
a he
so
was a
James,
Can,
Muslim.
can
He was
y'all
a
see this?
Muslim.
my
Can y'all
life
hear this?
over at the same time.
Yeah, he was a Muslim.
Hold up, James.
Yeah.
Let me play this right quick.
Yeah, I already seen this before. But go
Hey,
ahead.
at Alexis in the chat, I think my daddy said Self-Destruction Curse One is the song that woke him up to start his search for knowledge of self. It started from there, and then that's when he ran the different books, Nation of Islam. He had me listening to Farrakhan speeches at a young age. But hell to the that shit funny as hell.
Oh, James need to hear this right quick, yo.
I
I
already
mean, he
watched
say
it
he heard it.
before, homie. I don't know why I
He
need.
say he
Just
say
tell
he
me.
heard it, but I don't
Only
think
thing
he
he's
I
gonna
don't
tell
think he
you
was
is
really
that
paying
use the
attention.
word African instead of black. That's all he's gonna say.
No,
But
it's
he
not. Hold on.
understands
Listen
that
to him.
black is in the
So did
lexicon
I
of
say
black.
Hold
something
up.
wrong?
Listen to him, yo.
Damn.
Listen to him. Listen to him.
No volume. Logic. You
You
must
say
got
what?
you gotta do play
There's no
audio.
value. Make sure you're sharing the audio
You
when
gotta
you
click.
share the screen. Make sure you click the tab. It
Yeah,
shows saying
I
yeah,
see it. Oh, there you go. Okay.
yeah.
yes, sir.
The term which indicates our self-awareness at this juncture in history, and I think we really need it. We need to really bathe in blackness for a while, but I wish we'd get the bath over with and go on to something a little more important, because black in itself is not an ethnic term. Black tells you how you look, but it don't tell you who you are. We are essentially an African people. Wherever we live on this earth, we're essentially an African people. And we relate to the millions of African people throughout the world, including the uncounted.
You heard him say he want us to move on to something more important, right?
What he
You did
said
hear
was,
him say
yeah,
he want to get that
he
bathe
said we
over.
can, yeah, he wants to get the bathe over, but he said black is just a descriptive. It doesn't tell you who you are. So it's just a
It's right.
descriptive term, which we've been saying this from the beginning of time. And I don't understand why you would even act like we don't know that. It's just in a descriptive, but we use black as a descriptive to say who we talking about, and Africa to identify what continent we come from.
I
Bro,
think it
you
explains
heard him
why.
say
I think it
that he
explains
wants
why
you to get it
his
over with, right?
why Pineapple James feed with pictures the way it is. Like he
Man, that's
just coming in,
crazy.
he just coming into this information. Like
And
he
you ain't even
just
stepped in the door
Yeah.
yet.
he just arriving. But that's why he
You
is
said I'm just
like
arriving, but you ain't even walked through the door.
Keep taking shots, shit.
Yeah, he nigga taking
You
shots like a
haven't.
mug.
Yeah,
James
you.
be
No, y'all,
shooting, bro.
because see what I'm saying?
James be
Because y'all are
shooting,
sitting over
dog.
there acting like
No, he definitely
y'all,
shooting.
the shit that y'all talking about, y'all don't even know that these people is black. That's who I'm talking to.
Oh
Hey,
my God.
And that's the
Everything goes
problem.
James.
back to everything goes
Y'all,
back
the
to if
pieces
the
like y'all
Egyptians were
act like I
black.
don't recognize that.
That's
I
his
know
comfort
that's
zone.
who I'm talking to.
Jesus Christ.
I'm talking
That's
to
his
y'all.
comfort zone, yo. He's going to use the weapons that he's most comfortable with. If we
It's
was
Jesus.
a
in a
weapon.
duel,
Man, that's
if we
crazy.
was in a duel and they
The
laid out
truth
all the
is a
weapons on
weapon.
the table, you gonna pick the ones you
So
most
the truth
comfortable
is a
with. That's
weapon.
normal.
The truth is a weapon. They ain't black.
Hey, James.
Okay. So you use the Egyptians being black as a weapon right now. Let me see you do it.
You know what? All right, James, they black. Now what?
Now what? What's phase two?
Now
Well,
what's the
Make it a
next
I
weapon.
step?
done, I done did this shit about 5
Make it
times
a
tonight.
weapon, dog.
The
Now we
first
got
thing you do is if you wanted to use that from a chronological perspective, you are going to be predating the people who indoctrinated you. Now I'm gonna stop right there. Do y'all agree or disagree?
That is not a weapon.
Hold on. I'm asking you, do you agree If we're
Okay,
you,
watch
if
this.
we're,
So
hold on, let me ask
let's
you this.
let. I'm gonna go with it. I'm
That's
gonna
what
go
I'm
with
saying.
you. I'm gonna
Y'all
go with
ask
what
me
you're saying.
questions,
I'm
and
gonna play your game,
I'm trying
yo.
to walk through this,
I'm
how
gonna
this
play your
works.
game. So it's
Y'all
true.
get
So
mad
now
when y'all
what?
start doing all kind of wild shit.
It's true. So now what?
Okay, so we got indoctrinated with somebody else's misinformation. I hope y'all agree with that, unless y'all say that the information they indoctrinated was correct. So
They left out some important stuff. Now what's up?
okay, so
All
bam.
right, so
So they
James,
left
what
out
do
the
you
most
think?
important.
What do you
Hold on, hold
consider?
on.
What do you
No,
consider?
let him weaponize it first.
I'm
So
saying,
give me a second.
all right.
Okay, so bam. So you want to weaponize the information. So
Mm-hmm.
what you first need to do is identify something that you can use that's documented, that's your own, that you're not lying about, nothing fictional, something that's true that you can use that's tangible to get your people out of this situation. So now, what is the situation that we in? What is the situation that we're in? A situation where
We're at
we're
the
in doc.
bottom
Hold up,
economically,
no,
right?
no, that's one thing. But we're in a situation from a historical standpoint. We don't know who we are because we come from enslavement. So that's a problem. So now we need to figure out, how do we identify who we are? Well, the people that indoctrinated us, they said, man, we are superior. We got the beginning of history, and you don't got no goddamn history. So the beginning of history starts right here with Adam and Eve, and ain't no history before that. This is where you started, right here. But when you know that that's not the truth, then you can usurp that from a chronological perspective and not be able to never be able to pull that trick on you again. But then you
I
can
finally
also
heard
use
you,
that to
James.
identify
But
that
You
James,
just hate the
and
Bible.
have a nucleus and a
You
coding
just hate
cycle.
the Bible, bro.
but James,
You
I
gonna
hate the
use it as a
Bible. I hate
weapon.
the lie.
So
I
you
hate
gonna
I hate
use it as a
somebody
weapon
lying to me.
against the
okay, but
Bible, yo.
Okay,
James,
That's the
now
best
I
that
hate
you
the
can
Bible.
think of,
Okay,
bro. For
I'm
okay.
saying, but
real.
James, listen, even Egypt, the civilization, Adam and Eve is still older than that, though. Like they don't think, that, right? The
No,
story itself,
they said that Adam and Eve probably was. I mean, the
even
Bible time,
creationists,
the biblical timeline is like really low, bro.
creationists put the shit up 6,000 years ago, so they're still
Yeah, Egypt
before
was
that.
older than that. We got
Uh,
buildings shit
uh,
on. We got actual primaries that's older than that fiction. So why wouldn't we use that
Hey
to get
James,
out of indoctrination?
James, have you read
yeah, but
Stolen
so
Legacy?
so so you think, yeah? So I mean, but
Yeah, I got
all
it
of us,
right over here on the
but
shelf.
James, all of us are there.
Yeah.
All of us are atheists. You argue with a bunch of atheists. That's
Well,
crazy.
okay now. Let me say that I don't necessarily believe in no type of a God. But what I'm saying is, it's ancestral veneration based on what our ancestors.
No, but I'm saying you're
So
arguing with more.
hold up.
But
So
I'm
when we
saying you're
all hold on,
arguing.
let me ask y'all this:
But
when
just
we
hold on,
all die,
James.
hold up. When we all die, we don't know where we're going, but we know that some people that we love that went before us have died. When you die, don't you wish you go wherever they went?
Yes.
See what I'm
Yeah.
Mhm.
saying? So that's what the African concept of it was.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but
that's what
Now
we
wait,
do.
hold
So
a
that's
second.
what
yeah,
we
but what
do
I'm saying
as
is that
Africans. I
what I'm
mean, I'm
saying
not
is
going to
that
throw that away
what I'm saying that if we're
because that's what
atheists,
I
then we're
want. I
not.
want to meet my grandmom and them
But
again.
what I'm saying, yeah, no, that's be beautiful too. That'd be beautiful. I can see my mom again, and that'd be beautiful. What I'm saying is this though, but you argue we're atheists. Most people you talk to are atheists, so we're not indoctrinated. So why are you fighting us like that? We're
Okay,
not indoctrinated.
you
A
gotta
lot of
be.
us
I don't know
stopped doing
what
that
the
shit
problem
before
is with
37.
atheism. Then maybe y'all get this type of confusion from I don't know, but
Yeah,
y'all are
we not
definitely
up, yo.
confused.
So look, but
I'm just
hold up.
saying
Now,
there's some
I
kind of
feel like I
confusion going
finally
on the way
heard what you were
y'all
saying.
won't allow these people to be Africans like they are, even though you got
They
brothers now.
African.
We
They
You
all
are
got
said they
African.
were
I
African.
said they were African.
excuse me again. Black Africans. Okay, let me make sure that I put that in there
See that
because
Not
we have
black.
brothers.
you
We
gotta
got
stretch that line, bro. You just
brothers
gotta
and
do it.
sisters that can read that text today that couldn't read that text in the 1960s. That can verify in the text, but y'all won't even acknowledge these brothers.
Right.
These
Shut up,
brothers,
James,
Smash. Shut up,
can I try
y'all
to
Smash.
so
get some
disrespectful.
Shut up,
Y'all won't even
Smash.
can I try
acknowledge
to get
brothers
some common ground with you right
y'all
quick,
won't even
James, yo?
acknowledge the brothers that will put this shit right
Shut
in
up,
y'all
Smash.
face
Then
and
now what?
Can I get
and
some
show
common ground
y'all.
with you
Y'all
right
won't
quick,
even
James,
respect
yo?
them. But anyway, let me mute out. Go ahead, Elijah.
Let me try to get some common ground with you right quick, right? I will understand that it's a very effective weapon against the creation story of Adam and Eve, right? You agree with that? It's a great weapon against that, right? You agree, right?
That's what I just said.
Right.
Yeah,
Now,
if you're a creationist, but if
would
the other
you
ones don't,
disagree? No, would you disagree that it would be a effective weapon against our economic situation here in America?
let me say that I think that it would help if we had some type of cultural continuity to where we would have some pride and understand instead of saying the soul food is the worst damn food that you can eat when we go eat tacos every damn day and start supporting our own fucking businesses, we would have some type of pride in ourselves and our own culture. But we don't got that pride. We take
I
pride in
asked you
everybody
about
else's culture.
economics just now.
Yeah, I'm talking about economic pride. We don't have the economic pride. People don't want to see the red, black, and green being flown. Motherfuckers are scared. That's
So
what's
you
going
saying
on.
so really what you saying is if we all throw out the Adam and Eve story, that some kind of way eventually we'll end up at this cultural continuity that you're looking for. That what you're saying? As
If
if
you
people
take, if you,
won't start
if we
forming
all
other groups and other ideas.
if we all agreed on one history, like they do, they got us thinking that they all agree on one history. Whatever the Hebrews got a history, the Islamic people got a history, the Europeans got a history, the Africans got what?
But they all don't agree on their history.
They
No, they
definitely
don't, and
don't.
that's
We
what
always-
they fight. They fight. Hold
That's
on, they fight over, but they do have it. They
Huh?
do have. They fight over it, like Palestine and the right. We're witnessing right now, but they do have it.
yeah, that's where your premise isn't as
We
strong
don't
as you
have
think
we
it
don't
is.
have nothing.
We do have a history,
If
brother.
that allows them to come in and tell us you are people that have no history, like the man told
You
Dr.
see,
Clark.
You got
yeah,
that.
we
Lied to
definitely
him,
said we
buried.
definitely
That's
all
how it
understand
went,
we
bro.
got
I
off of
don't
that
know
boat.
why. So y'all saying
We
Dr. Clark
all
lying.
understand we got off
Dr.
of that
Clark is
boat.
lying. That's what y'all saying.
What I'm saying is your words, the way you wording it is terrible, bro.
No, okay.
Damn.
Okay, you're right. If that's how you see it, Dr. Clark just made that shit up.
No,
Now that's
you
crazy. I gave
are
you an
jumbling
honest
this shit
answer,
up.
and you
You
So
couldn't
always
give
Dr.
me
trying to
Clark
one.
didn't
crutch
say that he
behind
asked the
Dr.
white man
Clark.
about his history because he didn't
You
know.
always crutching behind Dr. Clark, bro.
Because
Your
that's the
synopsis
nucleus
shit,
of
because
what
your
we're
synopsis
talking
of
about.
shit seems
Yeah, because
fucked
that's the
up,
nucleus
James.
of what I'm talking about. Everything he's talking about is what I'm talking about.
No, it's not,
Yes, it
James.
is. It's
No, it's
exactly what
not.
I'm talking
The
about.
You
man
are
just told you to
confused
The
get
with
off
that.
of that
African
blackness, yo.
civilization
He just
started
told
You
you
are
in
that.
Egypt.
confused with that. You have really
So
tricked your
Dr. Clark
mind to
don't say the
think that
African
you're on the
civilization
same
starts in
page
Egypt.
as
So
Dr.
Dr. Clark
Clark,
don't say that.
and you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't
I
read
didn't say
Dr.
I
Clark and
was.
you was
I
40
said that
years
everything
old.
that he's talking
You
about is
think
what
you
I'm talking about.
understand Dr. Clark and you didn't read it till you was 40 years old.
Don't matter.
No, it does matter, brother.
So you saying that I should?
It does matter.
So you
Because I
saying
don't think you
let me
have,
ask you this?
because you are
If I wouldn't have read it,
incorrectly,
do you think I
you
would
are
be talking like this?
incorrect.
If
You
I
are
wouldn't have read
incorrectly,
it, do you
you
think
are
I would be talking
incorrectly,
like this?
you
I
are
would be still thinking
incorrectly,
I'm not an
Yeah,
African.
you
that's
are
exactly what I'm
incorrectly.
afraid of. I don't
Yeah,
think that you'd be as confused as you are right now if
Thank
you
you.
hadn't read it, yo.
I'm
Thank you.
confused.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I'm confused. I know
Yes.
the African
You just
civilization
heard him
started
say
all of
You
started
drop the
just
all
black
heard
of
him
people,
the
you
say
won't
conversation.
do it.
we need to move off the black and
You
move
just
on to
heard him
more
say it.
important situations. You're
Yeah,
stuck in the black that you
identify.
You
just
just
woke
heard
up.
him say it.
You just
Okay,
woke
now
up.
what is he talking about in the context of his time frame?
You know, that was 1972, right?
Okay, so what is
it
he
was.
talking about? See what I'm saying? What is he talking about? At the time that he's talking about
Blackness?
that, we had just came up out of being Negroes and shit. We
No,
still searching for
man.
an identity. You a damn lie. You can't sit up and say, no. We was calling ourselves Negroes at one time. So we still searching for an identity. Then we got into the Black Power movement. He's at the time where he said, okay, that black, we bathed in black for long enough. But we need to connect ourselves to our homeland, which is Africa. Y'all can't sit up and try to screw this around and act like that ain't what that man was saying.
So now
I
you
watched
trying
that
to
shit
say
about
that
50
Dr.
fucking
Clark thought
times.
everybody in Africa was black? That you that confused?
Everybody in Africa is black besides the people that's non-African. Besides the people that's non-African.
What?
He finna get
How
to that
dare you do
Besides the
that to
people
Neanderthal.
Dr.
that are
Clark, man?
Ah,
non-African.
He
How
finna work
dare
his
you
way to
do
the
that?
Neanderthal.
Hey,
Y'all don't
watch.
let him
How
Y'all
do it.
about to
dare you
hear
do that to
y'all
Dr.
about to hear
Clark,
him
bro?
say
Oh, y'all
2 to
don't
3%
know. So hold
clip.
on.
2 to 3%
See, here it is.
clip.
Here it
Matter
is.
of
Here
fact,
it
this is
is.
hold up. This is
Watch
how
this.
you
Watch
know.
this.
This is how you know that you're wrong about
Hold
what
up.
you're
No, I
saying,
need
bro.
Sheffrin to get
No.
I need
I
This is
gotta
what he
Sheffrin
I
to
was
get
gotta
a
get
waiting
hold
this
of the
off,
on.
yo.
show.
This
Because
Sheffrin,
the
I
he
need you to
moment
get
he
clearly
a
was
hold
waiting
of
on
the
explains
right
show.
here.
he
Sheffrin,
clearly
please
explains
get a
that when
hold
you
of the
call
show,
somebody
Sheffrin.
black
I
that
need
you
you,
don't
Sheffrin.
tie him to no
Sheffrin. Is
land
Sheffrin, hold up. Let
mass.
me ask y'all, is Sheffrin
It's
black?
Right?
just a
Them people
Is
over
description.
there
Sheffrin
tie
black?
themselves to
Let
their
me
land
ask you,
mass.
is Sheffrin black?
The fuck?
Bro, he clearly
Is
says
Sheffrin
that if
black?
you call somebody
Who's
black, it
Sheffrin,
Sheffrin?
is
don't tie
Sheffrin
him
black?
to a
Yeah, he
land
black.
Spell it,
mass.
Chef.
Yeah, he black.
Do we call Sheffrin black?
Every
Yes.
day. I call him a nigga.
Sheffrin is not no
Yeah.
black like no fucking the color of my fucking jacket. He's in a
You
he's,
ain't
he's
that
a
black.
fucking African.
Nigga, you ain't that
No,
black.
but what I'm saying, they act like that they don't understand the scope of what we talk about as Africans, what is the fucking black person. They act like that we only talking about somebody that's jet
This
black
nigga
like a
crazy,
different person.
bro.
They don't know that our black go from
This
red
shit
bone
crazy, bro.
all the way to midnight. They act
He
like
really
that's
think
the same
every
black that we
in
deal with
Africa
in
is
America.
black.
Y'all act like y'all don't know that shit. Quit
True that
acting
Dr.
dumb.
Clark stuff be doing to you, man.
No, y'all
That
act like
shit's
that
crazy,
our
bro.
scope of black don't go to Chevron Light to all the
You
way to
done,
fucking black
you
in here
done
in
fuck
America.
around and got too woke, James.
No, y'all act like that we don't that Chevron ain't that we ain't
Yeah,
saying
you
Chevron
need to
ain't black.
go. You need to
So
go
hold
back
up.
to
We
sleep
said,
a
hold
little
up,
bit.
Chevron. We
Yeah,
don't acknowledge you as black Chevron.
you mess around, got too
Hold
woke,
on.
James.
Yeah,
Do we not acknowledge you as black Chevron in America?
nigga cocaine woke.
Do we not acknowledge you as black in America? Y'all laughing.
Yeah, you wild nigga.
I know y'all wild.
Oh,
Y'all act like y'all
shit.
dumb.
Oh, dang.
That's what y'all act like. That we got the same fucking scope of black in America, but y'all don't know what the fuck black is in Africa.
Oh,
It ain't no motherfucking air.
That shit funny.
James done got
Y'all
the cussing us out. He done got the
Right.
cussing us out.
Damn.
Now
Yeah,
calling us
James.
crazy and
Because
stupid
it's
and all that.
that y'all act like that we don't got the same
James
scope in
done got
America.
irate over that black
chill,
man.
We call them red bones down here.
Oh,
I don't know
what,
if you- he
James?
might
You
be
don't
too
call
young
no
to
man
know
no
that.
red bone, man.
Red
Hell
bones,
James, why
no.
your
we
fist
got
balled up,
women that
yo?
we call red bones, yellow hammers, but they still black people.
Hey, yo.
We do. They all in the scope of black.
Hey,
Y'all act
yo.
like y'all don't know this.
James, you didn't call that
Hey,
man
he
no
lost
yellow
me.
hammer, did you,
No,
bro?
I'm
Nah,
not
chill
talking
out.
about him. I'm
Don't
talking about how
repeat
we
that.
talk to the female. Man,
Oh.
a yellow hammer,
Oh.
a red bone. Like
Oh,
that's how we
shit.
say it, but they still black women.
My nigga James, yeah, you was
Y'all act
going
like
in
y'all
for
dumb.
real. My nigga
Y'all don't know
said
nothing about
yellow
this
ham.
shit?
All right, so the
He,
Egyptians.
So y'all
slipped up.
telling
He
me y'all don't
slipped
know
up.
nothing
He
about this
slipped up.
shit.
So
Oh,
the
Y'all don't know
shit.
nothing about that, huh?
no,
He slipped.
so the Egyptians would range in those skin complexions that you call black,
Yeah, it's
right?
Black.
the same scope as today. It ain't no different.
So the
But
So
people
we
the
know
in
what's a
Egyptians
Egypt,
would call it yellow
we
black.
know when your ass get out the scope of what we talking about.
so Ramses was just a red bone.
We don't know
A yellow
what
hammer.
Ramses was.
Ramses
That's
was just.
crazy.
Remember when I
Ramses
showed
was
you
a
that
Yeah,
yellow
picture?
you talking about no, Hugh Brenner, he was white. That was a
No,
European.
I showed
Hugh
you the
Brenner was a
mummy.
white man.
I showed you Ramses'
Oh,
mummy.
shit.
Well, I don't
Remember?
know. I don't know about it. I know we pulled up some DNA and said something like they was 93% African.
Yeah,
So I
sub-Saharan
don't know.
African, right?
So I don't know what's going on, Shell.
But then when I showed
I
you
was
his
saying he ain't no
mummy,
African if he
I
93%
showed you with
DNA pop.
with that 93% sub-Saharan African fucking look like, and,
Yeah, you know that's why
and
you
you
look
said
like
no,
you look,
that ain't
Shell.
Ramses.
You look like you. That's why you look like you look. You still African, ain't
Yeah, I'm saying this nigga had straight blonde hair.
you?
You
Well, I
feel me?
don't
With the
know.
hook nose.
Well, we got some African people
Hey,
that we call
James.
African Americans that got what we call good hair. That's what they.
What's your
call it back in
threshold?
the day.
What's your threshold for like being African? Like I know I did my DNA
Well,
test.
I would probably say you probably have to have at least in the 60 percentile before you could probably classify.
How much
60.
Neanderthal?
Huh?
How much
Under
Neanderthal?
one, you gotta have under 1% based on what the genetics criteria is. I didn't make up the criteria, by the way.
Yes, you
I
did.
have under 2.
No, I didn't. I can show you right now that they got a criteria to say if you have over 1% Neanderthal DNA, you're Asian. I didn't
You a
do
New
that
Yorker.
And then
You
See
a
what
New
I'm saying?
Yorker.
He said, "Well, New
Y'all
York.
mad.
You a
Y'all
New
mad
York."
because now we got precise measurements on genetics. Y'all then you start
no,
acting dumb.
ain't nobody mad. We just
I'm
trying
just
to
saying.
get the dust. I'm trying to hear the
Nigga said
3 to
60%.
2% still.
He got a
I
nigga
We
wanna
looking
got
at
them didn't have that
he
type
got a
of
nigga looking at
information.
a DNA test like a pregnancy test. Please, come on, Lord, be 60%.
Let me just
read
say,
it for me. Read it for me. What it say? What it say? What it say?
Hey James, I know you did your DNA test correct, right?
right.
Yeah, I know I did mine too. So
What did it come back and say?
Vitamin.
vitamin nigga. No, but let me see. I can go and be precise with this shit. Let me grab my phone.
That's the type of shit. See, y'all need to do that shit. Logic and
I've
social.
done
If y'all
my
haven't
DNA.
already.
I've already done
y'all,
my DNA test.
what you come up with, baby? Let us hear it. Shit, I got
That
it.
bitch-
James ready to-
Now
James ready to go out.
So
Man,
now y'all believe the
92%.
DNA. So let
I'm
me
92%
what
African.
What'd you say?
I'm 92% African.
You lying like a motherfucker,
I'm
so
5.5%.
Damn.
you for real?
5.5%.
Hold on, for real though. You serious?
That
Yeah,
man from
5.5%.
Charleston, man.
Oh, shit, that's what I'm saying. So why we fighting?
Them
That's what I'm
niggas
saying.
from
That's
them niggas from
family right there.
Charleston
You
got
know what
straight off the
Why I
boat.
gotta fight with family? You know
Straight
what I'm
off the
saying?
Yeah, I'm
motherfucker.
5.5% Central American and 2.2%
Oh, you Native
Middle
American.
Eastern.
Damn, you
Middle Eastern.
serious?
Dang,
So
you
how
an
much European
Abo
you got?
too.
That nigga said you an Albo too.
So you only got 2% European. Hold up. So you only got 2% European?
2% Middle Eastern. I ain't got no European.
Yeah,
That's
talk that
wild
shit.
in the month. So you ain't even got no. That's crazy. I ain't
Nah,
never,
nigga.
I ain't
I'm
never seen
I'm
nobody with no
I'm
shit
white,
like that.
nigga. I'm big white.
I'm the
Let's see
I
what you
tooth
try to
got.
let
man.
them know I rep my European side.
What you got?
All right. I'm 79.3% sub-Saharan African. 18.9% European.
God
Dang.
damn.
Yeah, I'm blended. Um,
Dang.
let me go. Let me do the African side first.
And you ain't
60.
got nothing else, Q? I mean, you ain't got no Native American, nothing like that? Just European?
No, that was it's really low. I'm 0.7
Okay, word.
East Asian and 0.5 Indigenous American. So I
Okay.
ain't got
Oh,
none of
yeah,
that.
that means that shit was so long ago. That means a
Yeah, so
long
long
ass
ago
time.
with me.
That like fresh off
Um,
like one of off the
Damn,
boat,
that's
nigga.
deep.
off the boat,
After a
nigga.
boat, they hit one. Like who
You
this
caught
is?
him
Pow.
something fresh
Yeah,
off the boat.
fresh. Yeah, off the boat.
So I'm 63.2% West African, 25.4 Nigerian Oyo,
Okay.
21.1 Sierra Leone, 4.2 Senegambian, 12.5 broadly West African, 16.1 Congolese and Southern East African, 15.8 Angolian, and 0.3 broad Congolese Southern East African.
Oh yeah, you was caught up in that Nzinga shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you basically West African, right?
Yeah, basically West African, and then on my white side is
He
18
said my
point
white
my
side.
white side
European, man.
18.1 British Irish,
Damn.
0.2 Northwest European, 0.5 Southern European, 0.5 Spanish Portuguese, 0.1 broadly European. So yeah, I'm majority Scottish
Damn.
Ireland, Irish.
Who
Yeah, DQ
DNA
like
this we looking
18%.
at, man? That
That
was
mean
crazy.
like your like basically like one of your
18.9, nigga.
That mean like one of your grandmama was like a whole white woman.
But they not though. I like it's crazy.
It's
Not,
somewhere in there.
One of your
It's
grandmama
somewhere in
like
there.
I got
like
that map too.
your
I did
grandma,
that too
your grandma on your mama's side,
on
your
both
daddy's side.
sides. On
Okay.
both sides, I actually have three grandmas still alive.
But then one of your great they got high European.
Yeah, that shit
It
crazy,
could be
nigga.
Every
somebody
time
else
it
that
goes,
was already
every
mixed.
generation
It could
that
be
goes
somebody
back,
that
it
was already
doubles. You know what I'm
mixed
saying?
50-50 though. You
So
know
if
what
you
I'm saying?
18%, that
That's what
means
I'm
your mama
thinking.
was
Yeah, somebody that's
36% and
already
your
just got
grandma
a
was
mixture in there.
72%. So by the time you get your great grandmama, there's a whole pure white woman walking around that mother.
But yeah, that's my build up, man.
So, but see this who's sharing this right here on the screen?
I don't know.
Who that
Is
one?
that
West
somebody
Asian
sharing some 23 and
and
Me
North
type?
African. Who that is?
Yeah, who this?
They 93% Arab. That's wild.
Who that is?
Oh, he's showing this dude.
Who the hell
Oh,
is this?
oh.
Hold on, go back to that other
That's
right there in the middle. See, it says
Ahmed El
90%
Atris.
Egyptian, and it says they 93% Arab and Egyptian and 11
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
look at
Egyptian.
90% Egyptian,
Yeah,
3%
he's
Levantine.
Egyptian, nigga.
Yeah, 3%
But
Levantine.
see, that's the trick right there,
Look
y'all.
just like Ramses. Look at him.
He do look
He
like
said he look
Ramses
like
with that
Rams.
nose. He did have the Ramses nose
Man,
though.
y'all is
James
out
gonna
of
cuss
control.
y'all out. James gonna
That
cuss y'all
motherfucker.
out. Y'all.
What percentage of
Look at
African
your
DNA you
that
got?
ancestors.
nigga hot.
And
That
you
nigga
got his
James
African
hot. That
DNA.
nigga
Look,
James
he
hot.
0.4. Come on, go back to
Look at your
0.4 West.
ancestor, James.
That's a damn shame. Go back to 0.4 West
Niggas
African.
wild.
That fool
Oh
has
shit.
0.0. So he 0.4 West African.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have that much African DNA. So he just
One of his family hit one long time ago. That 400
so
years
how
ago.
you
He hit
from
one.
Africa and you ain't got no African DNA? How that work?
Egyptian is African,
Egyptian, you
bro.
tripping?
Oh shit!
No, I'm talking about they did that. They did that. I
Ain't
Yeah,
didn't do
Egypt,
that.
ain't
I'm
Egypt in
saying.
Africa?
No, Egypt is in
Remember you
Africa.
read that
Period.
when you read that when you
Regardless
was
what white
37.
people say, it like they never pick it up and
So
move it.
they just plucked his DNA out of there just to make sure
Yeah,
they didn't
James,
mix it with the
you
niggas.
don't want
They
to
didn't
get
want
it.
to mix his
You don't
DNA
want
with
to
the
get it,
niggas,
James.
huh?
What?
Oh Lord, Jason,
So,
how come he got
they
Jason?
just
How
put
come he ain't got
Egypt
no
on there.
African DNA?
I bet you
African.
go look on anybody else's DNA test. That shit ain't gonna say no Egypt as they fucking
So that was
DNA.
fake. You put up a fake.
What DNA
Oh
marker
shit!
is Egypt? Could you explain to me what DNA marker is Egypt?
What
Like
DNA
damn,
marker is
DNA
West
marker.
African?
What?
no, I'm talking about as far as like
How do
to
they
say
tell
that
somebody
you're
they
a race.
Nigerian? How do they tell somebody that they 67% Nigerian?
No. First thing they do is
They
they
say
Ain't
the pop
Nigeria a
affiliate,
country?
the pop affiliator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
niggas.
saying? They say they sub-Saharan African first.
No,
Just
yeah,
like
but
when they identify
man,
somebody
fuck.
else that's not sub-Saharan African, they're gonna say they majority European. But they saying they majority Egyptian, like they ain't a part of no other race
This
but
city
Egyptian.
Egyptian, Levantine, Arab, and
Yeah,
so it broke
they were
down.
showing the
It broke
region. They were
down
showing the region.
90%.
But who are
This
they
3%
associated to
Levantine,
as far
so
as
Arab.
but what I'm asking is who are they associated to as far as Africans and the people that they call non-African? They ain't got no kind of category for that.
No, they're just saying like I could. Let's just say my test.
Everybody else got some
Look,
European or
my
something
test
like
said I
that
was
on
40. I'm 49% Nigerian, but that could have easily been 70%, James, or
But it started out
90%.
with you being a sub-Saharan African.
No,
That's
they
what
just,
I'm
they just
saying.
yeah, they no, they my shit don't
They
even.
shit didn't start
I
out
just
saying that
let
they
me
was
look at it.
majority
Hey,
European.
they said Egyptian is EB22 and EB12.
Let
That's
me
what
see
I
if he
seen
even
in the
says sub-Saharan
Yeah, but
African.
thing.
those DQ, those are
Uh-huh.
African haplogroups. So you can't
Under,
tell a race by a haplogroup. You can't do that.
understood. I got you. I was just reading the thing.
So
I got you.
bam. So that you only way that they can do this, and I hate to even bring it up. I ain't gonna even do it. Leave it.
Now, come on, James. Talk that
Nah,
shit.
I'm just
Come
saying
on.
the only way that you can
I'm
do
gonna
Neanderthals.
this
say some
is
wild
because
shit.
James Henry
They ain't
Clark,
about to say
nigga.
some wild
so
shit.
what I'm
James
saying
Henry
is
Clark, nigga.
this is what's going on, and we gotta come to grips with what's going on too, man.
Oh shit.
250,000 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
we morphed into sub-Saharan Africa, or what they call indigenous Africans, however we want to, or Africans, whatever. We just gonna say that.
I'm already lost, but
Outside
go
of
ahead.
Africa, at the same time,
I'm lost.
we was all one thing at one time, but outside of Africa, some other people morphed into something else, but they're still in the human family. So let's just keep this correct. So the two things that they can identify in the human genome today are the two things that morphed outside of Africa as non-African, which are Denisovans and Neanderthals,
Neanderthals.
right? So now so you can see these genetic markers outside of Africa. Right, so that's the non-African DNA, but they're still human, right? Y'all follow? But at the same time, in Africa, we morphed into Homo sapiens sapiens. So when we come out of Africa, right, introgression happened.
Here it is a Neanderthal. You just waiting to try to get to the
No,
Neanderthal.
because I'm
nigga
really trying to
practices
help
every-
y'all,
I
man.
tell
So
you,
He
people
practices
stay in their
every show
comfort
to try
zones,
to
bro.
get
you
it
know
right.
what? This some shit that happened in 2010 is really new,
I
and
know
y'all
you'll
act
get
like
it in.
y'all don't want to be up on the new information that's going on right now. That's what y'all telling me, homie.
I'm halfway listening because I know
You have to
fucking it up.
listen because I'm really trying to help us
Fucking
understand
up.
what's going on in present time. Which y'all always talking about why the fuck is we talking about ancient time? But then when we start talking about some new shit, y'all don't want to talk about that either. So what the fuck I'm gonna do?
Fuck is he on?
That's crazy. Talk
That's
your
right.
shit, man. Talk your
So you
shit,
know what I'm
James.
saying? I'm in this for us, bro. I ain't against y'all, but I'm trying to get us to understand what the new genetic, how to read or understand the new genetic information that these people have came up with. They once said that we was all Homo sapiens sapiens. 2010, they discovered the Neanderthal genome in all non-Africans at a higher clip that's in Africa. What am I saying? I'm not saying that they did not background migrate into Africa, but it is at a lower percentage so they can measure this. They can measure when this back migration happens through science. So it's they already identified. Denisovans and Neanderthals are the non-African Homo sapiens. The Homo sapiens sapiens that's within inside of Africa come out and they mix with them. They procreate with them and they start having offspring, right? But it's postulated that because we had a bigger population and a more conducive environment for life, that we had a bigger population than they had up there in the north where it's cold and a lot of people can't keep living, or a lot of catastrophes may happen to keep their population down. So when you got a bigger population mixing with a very small population, your genetics can take over. That's the postulation. I'm not saying this is what, but this is what science said. So now we've genetically taken over to the point to where they introgressed to a point of 1 to 4% today. But when that first, just like if you had a baby right now, you 90%, 92% sub-Saharan African, Sosa. If you procreate with a European woman that's 100% or 92%, your baby's going to be 50-50 and it's going to look mixed.
It's not going to be 50-50. That's not how it works. It's not how genetics works.
That's not how genetics work. You don't get 50% of your mother and 50% of your father.
You get, but it could be.
I'm just asking.
But it's not like your father's 50-50. So like I can mix it with that and I can get 70-30. Like you're not gonna be
because what you're gonna be talking
it's
about.
A mix. Even though I'm 90%.
You're gonna be talking about his past integration, which is gonna add more to your DNA. So if he already got a little bit of a little bit of European DNA in him, it's gonna add on to yours and it's gonna give you a different component than your mom.
You don't know that.
That's how math.
Normally,
y'all don't know how mathematics
work. We don't know how they mix and combine together.
Yeah, but in general, listen, James, though, in general, though, listen, if I'm 20% in general, right, it's not always, but my son, if I will gonna be 10%. If I was 20% European, my son would be 10% European DNA. From that would he would get passed down from me. It gets cut in half going down. You see what I'm saying?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It would be depending on who you procreate with.
We said me. Like
you only 50%. You only 50% of the procreation.
Listen, no, I have sex with so paternal.
So if you procreate with a white woman, listen. He get that 10%.
If I had sex with a white woman, right, I'm going to pass him my genes, right, paternally for me.
Yeah,
right.
And that 10%. So
you know my break.
So you're gonna get that too.
He's not gonna get the full 10 though. He's most probably gonna get half. Or
or
he may get a little less than half, or a little, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, slightly a little more than fat. So I'm saying that's normally how it works. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not here to argue.
But like a black person mixed with, you're not gonna be 50-50 because that white person could be 90% European, 5%. So, you know what I'm saying? It could be.
That's what I said. So it's going to be based on whoever you're procreating with. What their genetic makeup is going to factor in. I understand.
Yeah, but like if you, but the same way it's like if you can have a family and you can have 3 siblings in the family with the same mother and father, and they got different genetic makeup.
Yeah, it'll be slightly different.
Yeah,
but it won't be no vast difference. If you got the same mother,
but one person may not get something.
They're gonna get something that you don't got, but it's not.
Yeah, somebody can have some Asian, like 4% Asian, when the other don't got no Asian.
Like on my DNA test, my sister pop up. You see what I'm saying? Because
she's gonna pop up.
Not because she took the test. She transitioned. Her son took the test. You see what I'm saying?
She's gonna pop up genetically.
And then when I look at his test ain't like my test. His test like 87%. Because of his father's DNA.
Hey, James, to add in just to that, and I let y'all build, I found a long-lost cousin who's Hawaiian by doing my DNA test. Me and her share the same grandparents somewhere. I actually unlocked a family secret by doing this shit, but yeah, it's crazy.
Man, I can show you a white boy. I can show you a straight European in my DNA.
Yeah.
I would have never thought. I'm like, damn. Who the fuck is this guy? He don't look nothing like no African at all, but he's like a 4th generation in my family.
Yep.
So people are like, man, why would he admit that? What the fuck?
You still putting too much emphasis on that, because it's like in my family, there's a lot of varieties of colors, and everybody married black, right? That's like saying that just because both of my parents, a pair of dark-skinned couple are gonna make all dark skinned babies, and
I
that's
didn't
just
say
not
that.
always true. So
Not African
some
people
of
don't
them
do
might
it.
have straight hair, some of them might have nappy hair. Like you're gonna see all of that in there from one group of people. You
Yeah,
get
I
what I'm
got that.
saying? So
Okay,
you
okay, I got that logic, but at the same time, you do have to admit that the chances are based on what the people who are procreating with each other, those the children are going to have those features. Now
that little
you
dude,
can hold on, you can have some of the grandmothers' genetics pop off in there, and they get some one of them come out light skinned. Trust me, I know.
that
I
little dude
understand
I
all
had
that.
on the screen right there. If it wasn't for his nose, he could look what you would quote unquote say black. Like his skin color don't stop him from being quote unquote black. Like you know, so that's
So
why
skin
it's too
color don't stop you from
you
being black.
it's
Hold up, wait a
oversimplifying
minute.
something
You
that's
must have
complicated.
misspoke. Logic, you must have misspoke. He said skin color don't define you as being black. That's not,
It
don't say
don't.
that's not. So now I can go in the
Didn't you
crayon.
say
I
it
can go.
yourself?
No, you saying
You
I can
called the
go in the,
man.
you telling me I can go in the crayon book, the crayon box and pick up the white box, the white right there. I can
Hey, let
do
me
that.
ask you this. Let me ask you this, Pan
I can
African
just pick up
James.
white in the crayon box.
What if that
It
person
don't
that
matter.
they showed, right, was 65% African American? Would you still say accept him as black?
If I
If he
said that
looked
some
like the if
if
he
they were
looked like what Logic
65%
showed?
African, well,
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta accept the data.
Even though he looked like the picture Logic showed though.
Well, if you're 65% genetically African, you're probably you're gonna be able to see. I don't think
No,
that
no,
this,
no,
I
no.
don't know, but you can have people that like we had people in
You
our
ain't
time.
see the Have you
I
seen the
understand what you're
twins?
saying.
Have you seen the
What twin?
twins?
What twin?
The
One
pictures
black,
that
one
the Unc
white.
showed, the one black, one white.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, so you consider would you consider the white girl? You consider her white though?
I don't know. Based on her color, if she's white, then she's white. Like what the fuck
Is
I'm gonna do?
right. So you don't give a damn what the DNA said. That's my point. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah,
Fuck that DNA.
it doesn't
But
describe
but
Yeah.
but
it
but at
doesn't.
the
It's too
okay, so
That's
complicated
watch
my
to
this.
point.
So
simplify it
watch
like
this.
that.
Got him.
So hold up. So you saying that black is not associated with African people?
Said we
It's too
fucking got
So
him.
it's
now
too
we can say white
Hey,
complicated
people.
for you
We
to
can say hold up. So
simplify
y'all
it
say
like
now we
that.
can say
nah, you
Europeans
finna
is
do
black.
something crazy. I ain't
Europeans
never
is
said
black.
nothing you just said.
Now this is what
Hey,
y'all
every
saying. We
time
can
you
say
get James,
Europeans
he'd
is
be like,
black.
okay,
Color don't
so you
matter.
say you can't cook
Europeans
hot
is
dog with
black.
boiling water. I'm like, nigga, nah,
Wow.
nah, I ain't never said no shit.
Europeans is black based on y'all criteria now. Y'all can we that's what we doing.
They're
There ain't no color,
swarthy.
there ain't no such
They're
I'm
thing.
not doing that.
swarthy.
I
I'm
mean,
not
we
doing that with
humans
your ass,
don't.
James.
Like it's some animals that don't have the ability to see color. I get that. But we humans, we can see this shit.
Talk that shit, James.
We can
Talk
see
that
it.
human seeing color shit.
So we
You
can
gonna
see
find
it.
damn
It's
Fishko?
it's a
He
a
So
made me
I
want
don't
to.
poor
He made
understand
me
way.
why
want to
we
get the
gotta keep
boxing on a
acting like we
goddamn
dumb or
PC.
something, bro.
It's a poor way to
We
just
I used to.
we
describe
the one that
somebody like that, man.
no, it's
It
not
just
because humans
is.
did this. Humans got taxonomy for everything. And what is the polar bear? It's white. We wrong for identifying
If
Polar
that it's
bear ain't
white.
white. It ain't
you
white.
tell me it's a
The
black, if
fur
you
on
tell
the
me it's a
fucking
black
polar
person,
bear,
they
cut
can
it
have
out.
straight hair, they can
They
have
got
green
Fucking
fucking
eyes,
white.
they can
explain.
have light skin. My
No,
grandma
hold
looked
on.
like
You
that.
saying humans are wrong for identifying the polar bear as white?
My grandma looked like that, and both of her parents are dark skinned. She got straight hair, green eyes, and light colored skin. So, like, if I tell you
So
that
what do
she
you want
black,
us
you
to do
wouldn't know
about
what
that?
she looked like.
If she don't look black, we have things for that. We call them passes.
Ah, she
Damn.
That's what
passing.
happened back in the day. That's what
How's
they
she
were doing.
passing for black as she actually
And he
is?
just said I wouldn't be able to tell she was
She'll be
black.
she,
You know
and she
what
would
I'm
pass for
saying is
white,
if all
not
I
black.
told you about her is that she is black, you would have no idea what type of features to expect.
But what I'm
You
telling you
wouldn't know
about
if
her
her
is
nose would be narrow, wide. You don't know if her eyes would be brown, green, blue. You don't know if her hair is straight, dark. You don't know.
see that's why I'm telling you. See, sometimes we have
That's
to.
what I mean when I'm saying it's a poor way to kind of like describe it.
Let me
Like
ask y'all: Do
it's more
y'all believe in
complicated than
having
that.
a personal opinion? Y'all agree to that?
Yeah,
That people can have a
Jay,
personal opinion.
You crazy as hell with
I'm
that.
just so y'all get mad when I ask y'all
You
questions
wild
like
nigga,
this.
Jay.
Do
You
y'all
wild.
agree that somebody can have a personal
You know
opinion?
what's not fair though,
Jay's
James?
been
Y'all
Many
mad.
times we done said that you was
Yo,
correct on stuff that you said, and
no,
not
because I'm just
one time
because
that you
y'all
said we
mad
was
because
correct on nothing
right.
you
can
said.
have a
James,
I don't so
do you
okay
agree that
now
I can
because the
think on
reason
my
why
own
I
right,
asked
James?
y'all this because when Rachel that chick that was the head of the NAACP, the white girl,
It's a
she
dog.
white. She looked white. When I looked at her, she was white. But based on this confusion that we got going on, where we can accept anybody, that is how that is allowed for us to be confused. But if we were to just look at for people for what they was from just an individual perspective, I don't give a damn what the person tell me they is. If I look at you, I'm gonna say this is my person. This is why I got the personal opinion. My Jane, this is how I do. Now y'all ain't got to do
Jane,
it
let
like
me ask
this.
you this.
I'm
Let me ask
not.
you
I'm
this.
not telling y'all got to do it like this. But me, if I see you and you look like this dude that Ali fighting right now, I'm gonna say you white, and that's just how I get
Yeah,
angry.
he is white.
That's
So Jane, let me
Klitschko.
ask you, Jane, if
I'm
you
not
was,
gonna
Vladimir
beat the
hey
Klitschko.
person
Jane, let me
with
ask you this: do
stripping
you
and shit.
think that there were pharaohs in Egypt that looked just like the people there today?
Possibly, yes, but that's
Probably.
gonna be in a later time period after. No, I'm
Ramses
glad you have to be for
There
real.
it
Ramses
is.
is
Okay,
from
now
the
watch this. Let me
18th
ask you this.
dynasty.
Let me ask you this. Why do the mummies in the early dynasty be black,
Yeah,
and then when you look at the
I don't know
sarcophagus
that.
of the late
They was
dynasty,
closer
they
to
be
the
pure
equator.
white. They be pure white. No, they be pure white at the end of
When
the
did
Egyptian diet. Why did they turn
when did they
pure white?
become white? When
What
did they
happened?
become white, James? When did they become white? Let's get some
Well,
chronology.
it sure is great.
They got sexed
They
out
wrote
of it, yo.
all this
Let's get some
down for us.
chronology, James.
They
Well,
When
got
did
you would
procreated out of
probably
existence,
say
yo.
probably it starts around the Hyksos period, and it continues all the way
that's
down
right
from the
before that's the
Phoenicians.
Duke King. That's
Hold
right.
up! It continues all the way down from the Phoenicians, the Romans, and the Greeks.
Yeah,
So
so
when
so
you
you so
so
you're
when by the
saying that
time
they were
so
black.
when you look at the Greek sarcophagus, you will see that these people look like they fucking Greeks and
But
Romans.
you
No,
hold up,
listen.
Well,
James.
and
So
We
I'm
you're
see
not
you
saying,
saying
with.
hold
that
on, hold on.
Go
So
ahead.
you're
I'm sorry,
saying
folks.
that
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you're saying that they were black until the New Kingdom.
yeah, that's what most people would agree with.
Nah, first of all, most people don't say no shit like that. I'm talking to
What?
you about that shit. No, nobody
That's
said
what
they
we
were
all
black and
say.
then
That's what we all
no.
say.
That's what y'all say. No,
Oh yeah, you're right.
yeah, that's what
Europeans they ain't agreeing yet. I mean, to the
no,
fullest,
no
but we do have some
scholars.
Europeans
Yeah,
that
the
are agreeing
experts,
at this
the
point.
experts, they said that. So
Yeah,
that's
like
what
they got
Smash. So
Diop's work is in the museum, by
so
the way.
that's what
Y'all might
Smash.
need to go check that out.
So that's what Smash thinks too. Like, and that's when they became white. So Ramses.
Well, I
But
can't
what
speak
about?
for Smash,
But
but
what about? So what
I'm
about Queen T? Queen T is in the New Kingdom,
well, looking at
right? And y'all think she? Or do
well,
y'all? Or do y'all
we
consider?
don't know. Well, see, in
Because
the
I
early
fully
New
picture
King,
up a Queen T in this
at the
motherfucker.
early New
The new
Kingdom,
Queen Tiara. God damn.
they
Don't make me
saying that
pull
Queen
Queen
T is
T
in
out
the.
this month.
Hold on, I'm asking you, is Queen T in the Greek or the Ptolemaic period? That's when
Queen
she.
T is the New Kingdom, my nigga.
No,
That's the
I'm
New
asking you
Kingdom.
a question now. Is she is in the
No, that's the New
Okay, so
Kingdom.
then that means that she came before that, huh?
No, yeah,
See
yeah.
how that work? How you when
But
you
no,
understand
the
chronology, how it
Ptolemaic,
works?
the Ptolemaic period, niggas like in the 300s or something. Like
I
Queen
know.
T's.
So you asked me about something before
The
that
Hyksos
happened.
is like 1600, 1500 BC in that area.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so you
It's like
understand
a
now.
whole thousand
So
years
you
before that.
asking me questions. So now we see what you're doing. So now you make some scene you playing with.
No,
Because now
I'm
you
saying
already
like,
because you already know this. You already know this. So you telling me shit that you already know.
I
You
just didn't
know
know
that these
I
people
didn't know you
came
think
in at
like
the
that.
time.
Okay, so you
So
so
man,
you look at
now you told
no,
on yourself. See how
I'm
that work?
trying no, I'm trying to get your
Told
logic.
on yourself live on motherfucking earth, y'all.
So you consider that New Kingdom, all them niggas is like them non-Africans.
Yeah,
Them the Neanderthal niggas. God damn, bro.
they're the Eurasians.
You done throw away the whole New Kingdom. You know, do you know
I
what the
didn't
New
say the
Kingdom is,
whole new
James?
kingdom. I
You
said
not
that
a,
I named Pacific
oh my
time. I don't
God.
understand that. What did I
Do
just
you
say?
know what the New
Hold on,
Kingdom is,
slow down,
James?
because I got to
Are
make
you
sure you
familiar with
paying
the New
attention. It seems like
Kingdom?
you're not paying
The
attention.
25th dynasty
Did
throwing
I
all that
not?
out, bro.
Hold up. Did I not name specific people that I was talking about?
No. You said that
Did
when
I not say the Ptolemaic period, the Greeks, the
no. You
Romans,
said
the
after the
Phoenicians? Yeah, that's
no. You
exactly what
said
I said.
after the
The
Hyksos.
Ottoman Turks. I said that's who I'm talking about.
No, you
I'm
said
talking
after the
about non-African,
Hyksos. You said
huh?
after the Hyksos, bro.
Yeah, I said the Hyksos starts it, but
Yeah.
this is a continuation. And you do realize we're talking about 3,000 years. We ain't even been in America 400.
3,000. Yeah, no. I'm saying this. Okay, but here's the thing. So how do you use other Greek scholars that lived in 1 BC or some shit like that that say the Egyptians were black? So
How do you use
how
them?
could they be how could y'all use them to say that they're black and they say that they're black long after the Ptolemaic period?
Well, they're talking about the people, the inhabitants, the people. They're not talking about the ruling class. They're talking about the people that they see.
Yeah,
They
that's
ain't
what I'm
talking about the
talking
people
about.
that was ruling. They're talking about the majority of the people when they got there was still looking like that.
No, I'm talking about
So
the
we
people.
can go all the way to pictures when they started, when they got cameras and shit, right? You can start going looking at the old pictures from the 1930s, and you'll be like, damn, a lot of these people.
Oh nah,
But hold on, but watch this. But you're
You
gonna be
following
saying,
that Reggie shit, bro? Don't do that,
no.
bro.
I'm trying to get you to
Oh my
I
understand.
remember
god.
that video.
So you don't. So
Remember that
now you don't
Reggie
want to talk
video?
about. Hold up,
Oh
you
my
don't want to.
god.
So y'all complain about when we go to way back, but when we
That
start
was
talking
the
about now,
dumbest
you
shit
start
Reggie. That's
complaining.
one of the dumbest shit Reggie ever did, bro.
No. Because what we're showing you though, even though these people are mixed and they
No.
look kind of Arab, more Arab like in the 1900s, they still got dark complexion compared to the people that we seeing right
Bro.
now today.
Man, these
The
niggas
shit
don't know
was
they
in
counted
that shit was in
third
black
for
and
What was
white.
the
years,
These
but they
population
pictures.
of
know
Egypt in the
error.
1930s? Can any one of y'all tell us? Do any one of
Tripping,
you
bro.
know?
I don't know the exact population of Egypt in the goddamn 1930s.
See what I'm saying?
And why you know that?
We can't be arguing and
Can
talking
you
to
tell
people
me?
from
Can you tell me what it is? I'm outside just listening. What was the population in the 1930s, James?
It was less than
That
I would
nigga ain't gonna
say
get no number.
I would say less than 30,000.
Get the
Less than
fuck out of here.
30,000
Shut the hell,
in
nigga. Shut.
1930s.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, James.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
For the
You know
whole
what?
country.
Man, the
James, I ain't
fucking
talking.
Palestine wasn't
James, I'm
man,
not
y'all,
talking to you no more,
man,
bro.
the population of Texas
This
in the
nigga said the
1800s was probably
population of
man, go
Egypt
look up the
in
population of Texas in the
1930
The
1800s.
was
whole country.
Y'all don't know
30,000.
nothing
I'm
about
pulling
no
it
history.
up.
Yeah, he
I'm
don't know what
pulling
he
up.
Y'all
talking
don't
about.
know
All right,
shit
y'all, we
about
about
history.
to shut it
It
down,
said
yo.
it said
Yeah, all right, Shaq.
100,000
The
That's a
whole
good. That's a
country.
good point to end the show, my nigga.
Yeah, we
Peace.
clipping that up.
No. You know what I meant to say? Not 100, not
Hey,
30,000.
hey,
Maybe I would say
DQ, we
somewhere
need
in
that
the
clip.
low, like 10 million, something like that.
No,
DQ,
it wasn't.
we need
I
that
got
clip,
you.
DQ.
I got the clip. And I got the what's the face. I got the actual data. The actual data says approximately 15 to 16 million.
Yeah, so yeah, I said I had to
You
correct.
was told.
I didn't mean to say
Hey,
thousand.
James,
I meant to
So
say
James,
million.
Sosa got up out
But
of here on that
that
one.
is a low number.
we know what you
hold
said,
up.
brother.
So hold up. And right here where I stay at in Dallas Fort Worth is 7 million people right now. You know that?
No, it's not. It's
Yes,
8.4.
it is 7 million.
Now it's 8.4. Come on, man. Get your numbers right.
Goddamn me, help me out then, goddamn me.
I know your shit, baby.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is right now where we at today, Egypt at that time, it wasn't that many people, bro. So I'm just saying, it's at 100 million right now. We think like if DQ, if you pulled up the population of Texas back in the 1800s, man, that shit was like 100,000 people here. You know that? This shit is crazy.
I understand that,
you know what I'm saying? So we gotta really put this shit in the right scope. But I'm gonna
that don't help you,
I know
brother.
Sheffrin got to get out of here. But yeah, man, no harm, no foul to anyone.
No, good shit.
No,
Hey,
it was
James.
fun. It was fun.
Hey,
It was
James,
a good
before you leave,
conversation. It was fun.
James, are you going to the fair, brother?
I don't know. I've been to the fair before though. You know.
I know, yeah. I'm just gonna see if you'll go this year. I think
it's looking nice out here. We got some good weather. So man, so I don't know. I might try to slide through there. I don't know. But my son out of town, so we'll see.
100,
yeah,
100,
peace, man. Much love to y'all. Man. Ain't no disrespect.
Nah, peace, James. It's all love, baby.
All
right, Logic. All right, DQ, I'm going to sleep, y'all. Hey, DQ, grab some of them clips for me.
Man, I got you. I'm gonna clip this motherfucker up.
Man.
All right, I'll see y'all in the Discord, and I'm out.
All right, bro.
All right. Yes, sir. And man, listen. The fact that y'all be staying up with us this late, is crazy. I think we got a little late night show. It looked like we got a little late night show over here, right? So I don't know. I think y'all like this late slot, so y'all like to come in and kick it and watch us have a little bit of fun. That's dope. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't know. We might have to put that in the schedule for like 2 times a week. I don't know if I can do this on a regular basis because I'm tired as hell now. But I gotta go. I gotta get out of here, man. We had some fun. You know that Pan-African James is always he's a riot, man. He attacks the whole panel. You know what I mean? But we out, y'all. Hopefully Corey go live tomorrow. But did y'all see I damn near cleaned out the whole heavyweight division, right? I never been buzzed. I didn't get knocked down. Never. Is on all-star, is on the highest level. You dig what I'm saying? And I just put in that work. Y'all can see my body of work, right? Got 3 more people to beat in the heavyweight division, but y'all watch me walk through everybody. I even took Logic's. Logic said, man, take a middleweight and fight a heavyweight. Fight Muhammad Ali. He the best fighter on the game. So I took a middleweight and I went all the way up to heavyweight, and I beat the heavyweight Muhammad Ali with a middleweight. So yeah, that's what we did tonight. All right, y'all, we gotta go. This was funny as hell. I'm out. And let's get ready to rumble.
Unbelievable, Lieutenant Governor Mark Roberts.